Hello, YouTube, Facebook, and now Twitter because I found my Twitter handle and I found the password for it. So we're now streaming on three platforms. This is Dame G. That's my co-host Kami
What's that?
of the 6T podcast EBH1, where EBH1 stands for Everybody Has One. So y'all can stop asking me what that means. Yes, everybody has an opinion. There's a bunch of people that have a podcast, and there's only one me. So follow the 6G. I'm going to bring to you today the topic of communication. Now, it's weird because communication has been a weak but a strong suit for me, depending on the situation. Anxiety can make me not talk to you, but then if I'm around a comfortable spot, I can have a conversation for days. So we're going to talk about communication between the sexes, communication between just your friends, communication with the streets, communication with life in general, because it seems as though there are a lot of communication blocks going on, and I want to get some of those blocks knocked out. So with that in mind, I want to bring in one of the best communicators I know, does it all the time, my man, rapper extraordinaire, master MC. I'm bringing on my boy, the one, the only, Geistwar. Ow! Salute, my boy.
Oh, appreciate the introduction.
And I also have a very special guest as well, because I see her in the background. She made it. Chrome actually let her through. Thank you for breaking the walls down. I want to bring in Miss Val. Miss Val, welcome to the 63 podcast.
What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
Hello.
Guys,
Hello.
Miss Val, guys. And we'll have two more people. Hopefully, will be three more, honestly. That'll be coming on shortly. Yeah, you'll get to say your piece on Val, and I appreciate it. Now, I'm going to put this out here right now. Guys, one question. You want to put your handle on there under your name,
I cannot see what for shit.
your headline? Yeah, your name up there, but not your headline.
Yeah, it's up there, right?
Your name is at. You have an at Instagram at or something.
Yeah, I'm bad with all that. I don't even know what in the
Well, you are
world.
on YouTube, so I just put on Guys World on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just look
yeah.
up Geistwar, all one word. I should pop up. I don't think
Yeah,
it's too many people with that name. I need to get better with this stuff.
I
That's
got you.
funny.
Hey,
That's
we doing
funny
the
because he
same
calls
thing.
you a great communicator.
But the thing is, the strong suit of Geist is his communication comes out through his lyricism. Like
I
I'm
hear
listening
you.
to his music. That's his. To
That's
me,
a
that's
joke.
his
That's
form
a
of
joke.
communication, where he expresses himself. He tells his stories. He tells it all. Like he tells it from his perspective, and he tells it very articulately from his perspective.
Good.
See, that shows that I actually pay attention, my boy. That shows I'm paying
Yeah.
attention. I didn't just say, yeah, let me listen to one song. Like, yeah, I have one show. No, I actually pay attention to it. Now, Miss
Definitely.
Val is a retired, I want to say, Army veteran.
I'm an Army veteran, but I didn't do no retirement. I couldn't stay that long.
Okay, she's a Army veteran. She has seen some things in her lifetime, and yeah, she's a very special person for me personally. And yeah, one of my favorite people, honestly.
Oh, now.
You know, I had to say it. So
Yeah.
let's get down to it. Like, I guess the question is, what do you think the hardest thing about communication is? And I'm going to start with the young buck in the room because I
Right.
know she got something to say.
Because I am dealing with everything that you guys have left the world to be essentially, right? So in society today, I feel like people have a big issue with rejection collectively. We know some people are just immature and go overboard when things don't go their way, but it's a difference when there's a lot of people behaving in the same manner. Meaning, if one person doesn't follow the group or doesn't agree with what everyone is doing, everyone has a hissy fit.
Hmm. Well,
As if,
sorry.
go ahead, so I can go ahead. What you gonna say?
Nah, I was just listening to what you said about having a hissy fit. But because it seems as though our generation, my generation, guy's generation, and up, we don't have hissy fits. The hissy fits are actually coming from your generation.
Is it?
Yes, your cancel culture is your generation, I believe. I mean, we didn't cancel a lot of people, right? Am I right or wrong?
The
That
people
is
still
not right.
listening to R. Kelly.
That's
Cancel
not right.
culture, cancel culture is nothing but boycotting.
Okay,
Boycotting is in our DNA.
it
Comes
is.
from
All right.
way back with the civil rights movement. So cancel culture is just a new word for boycotting.
All
So
right.
it's my generation.
Oh, so it is your fault. Okay, okay. All right. I
I feel like
apologize.
I feel like
Oh,
society has made it a condition for people to be yes men, kind of. So if I say no to something, oh, not necessarily I'm the bad guy, but I'm weird, or I forgot the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. But if I'm not going with the flow of things, it's an issue basically. Or people deemed as nice to be a yes man, or I don't know how to rephrase it. But it's
um,
more polite to do what other people want me to do.
there is a word for that. There is a word for
Trying
that.
to appease people.
Hater.
Appeasement, yeah. Like you go,
Hater is
yeah,
the
it
word.
make you a hater. Yeah, it just basically make you a hater.
Right.
So,
And being the older person on the panel, I'm gonna take you
mhm.
back to what your mom said. Why do you care? Who cares if somebody disagree with it? It's just your shit. It's your opinion. It's your words. Okay, that's the
That's
way you feel.
fine. But that's what I'm saying. Then there is a not a army of people who collectively disagree. It's different if it's one person disagreeing with me, but all 50 of y'all thinking the same way. That's when I say, okay, this must be a societal issue where y'all think is I have to agree with you. So that's what I deal with a lot.
Well,
Well,
that could change that. Mm.
yeah, yeah, but here's the thing. In life, not everybody's going to like the way you think. Not everybody's going to like the way you do things. Take into account, uh, you think that when because Black History Month just passed, I have to go back to this. You think that Dr. King, when he first made his speech about we need our civil rights, you think they liked that? But it took a nation to rally behind him for that to come across and actually be what's the word I'm looking for? Actually come to fruition to an extent. Sometimes
But
you have to be disruptive to the social norms to get a change. Sometimes you have to say things that nobody's going to agree with. Not
True.
one person's going to agree with you 100% of the time, but then you might say something that 99% of people disagree with you with from the door, and one person will be like, you know what? They're not really that crazy for saying it. Let me reevaluate my thinking, really listen to what they're saying, and sometimes you get to change that person's mind. Like for me, here's a case in point. I believe Joker's a hero. People think I'm crazy for saying Joker's a superhero, Batman, Superman. Those are the supervillains to me. Now, why do I say Joker's a superhero? Well, Joker is a hero because all he wants to do is make you laugh. And he goes to extreme extents just to make you laugh. He just wants you to in on the joke. Society is a joke, and he wants you to see that society crumbling the way it is the biggest joke. Batman, Superman, all them, all they want you to do is follow the rules. Not everybody's going to follow the rules. Sometimes you have to break the rules to get where you need to go.
I guess is the means if the means fit, the purpose. I mean, Joker was killing the hell out of innocent people that ain't cool. So
I
I
mean,
mean, you need your Batman to come through and be like, yo, all right, I get your message, but maybe you could do it differently. Let some people live in the process of getting your message across.
yeah, but here's another thing that goes with that. America bombs, blasts a whole bunch of people, kills millions just to get our message across, and we support that.
Not everyone.
Majority do that.
Many, yeah.
Now we say to those people, y'all crazy. Y'all need to cut that out and stop supporting this. Then they come at us.
But
That's what I
here's the
said.
difference whether she's talking about on social media or that kind of platform, or whether
Hmm.
she's talking about family and friends. Because
Hmm.
if family and friends are disagreeing with you, eh, As my mom used to tell me, everybody can't be wrong. But if it's social media, that's group norm. If one person say, you're ugly, all of them gonna sit there and call you ugly when you sitting there beautiful. So
Might be
you
one
gotta
troll.
differentiate. Yeah, that's exactly. They want control, and you
Hmm.
have to differentiate. Now, if it's family and friends, it's different. They may be honest, being honest. That's part of communication. It's being honest.
Yes, but sometimes family can be the worst critics.
Is it constructive though?
Hmm.
Sometimes, sometimes, because you always have those couple of family members that just don't, that hate everything you do, and it doesn't seem like they have a reason.
Don't throw rocks, Damien.
Listen, I'm not throwing rocks. I'm throwing boulders. I'm rolling down the hill, and who it crushes, and who it crushes.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But yeah, I feel you, young lady. I can't see without my glasses. So if I called you a young lady and you're a male with dreads, I apologize.
No, that's a
But
young lady. That's a young lady.
okay. But
That's pick
you're
me.
right. You have to differentiate because you don't know which way to go. You don't know
Chill.
who advice to take when everybody is giving you opposing view.
Mm, mm,
So you got
mm.
to. It depends on where it come from, in my opinion.
Yeah, you have to decipher between if they're being constructive or they just saying something that they trolling you or they you have to know the person. If you don't know the person, like you said, it's from social media, then you can kind of just sift through and listen and read through what they're saying and kind of decipher for yourself if you want to take what they're saying, with a grain of salt, or you want to fully, take on what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Me
Exactly.
personally,
Enough.
like sometimes you
Go
sometimes what
ahead.
I've noticed is that when people discredit you or down talk you, they are literally projecting their own insecurities on you. Especially when it comes to the way you look, the way you dress, this, that, and the third. Like I grew up with a mother majority. Like things was tight. You know what I mean? I go to
Hmm.
school, I'm dressed a certain way because my clothes was bought at a place where it was cheaper to get the clothes. Sometimes it might be used clothes. All right, cool. Sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes it was used. But you know what I mean? I say that to say this: you go to school, you get around people that you at what before you got these clothes, they was cool as hell with you. They talk to you, like, hey, my boy, da da da. Then you get these clothes, and they just like, what you got on, bro? Like, why you wearing that? What you can't get this, that, and the third? You just looking at them like, as a kid, you don't have that thought in your mind, like this is coming from a different place. It's in your mind, it's like, dang, I look that bad. Then you take that personally. But as I got older, if somebody came up to me right now, like, yo, why you wearing that? Because I fucking bought it. I didn't buy it for you.
Right.
I bought it for me. Like,
Right.
if you want to dress me, then you can go to the mall. I wear a large T-shirt, 36 pants. You go ahead and handle that. I look forward to it. Until you start buying my shit, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Sometimes it affects you. Other times you be like, you just got. It might make you snap. Like, come on, bro, get that out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
But there is
so
also ineffective and effective communication. So what you're saying is somebody could say something to you and you're not understanding what they mean by that. Like,
right.
most of us, at least for most of me, get defensive. Like, the heck you meant by that?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna
That's
have to
genetics.
explain that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta further explain that. So in communication, it's also about effective communication and being honest. So you have to decipher whether somebody being honest or hating. Because my daughter. Or whether they hate you.
You tell
I'm
her about
sorry,
the
I
show.
forgot to
You tell her
hear
about the
me.
show. I bet you didn't. Like,
Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying. You gotta determine that. And you gotta look at every aspect of what they're saying. And
Mhm.
you are the final judge Because you may make a stupid decision. Oh, well, that's life. But you
Right.
are the final judge of whether they're saying something right or something wrong.
Yeah, that's why I brought up rejection also, because say I am dealing with somebody who's always badgering. It's not criticism, it's badgering at a certain point. And I say, you know what? I don't like you. I don't want to be around you. I don't like your energy. You're giving me negativity. You just think all the time. They would continue to invite themselves into my space as if I'm saying, as if I didn't say anything. So I'm like, what is it with, and it's always older people who do it. And I always like comparing it to babies. If you pick a baby up and the baby start crying, you give the baby back. Because obviously they're not agreeing with you. I want that same treatment. If I say I don't like you, leave me alone. It just never goes that smoothly.
Well, speaking
Well,
from
your communication needs, now you done communicated. Now you got to do something else. You done
escalate.
communicated, hey, leave me alone. Now you got choices after that. Change your atmosphere. You got to go somewhere else. 'Cause this person just won't leave you alone. Or you got to get more aggressive. Now, I ain't saying which one. I'm just saying you have to figure out what the next step is.
Yeah, start
Guys,
off with leave me alone, and then you going to leave me the fuck alone.
Exactly. Something you got to say, bring your brother with you. I don't know, but you got to do something different.
I don't be understanding that. But that's just a sum up of my reality today.
um, oh, we got personal stuff over here. Okay, I didn't know we was gonna go there, but here we go. These are the conversations I like, guys. This is why I started this podcast, so I can get these conversations. Yeah, the thing. Speaking from a perspective of a guy that has chased a lot of women in his life. Um, how many times, guys? You're a guy, so how many times have you heard that phrase like, you're not really my type?
But
Uh,
it's men and women though. It's like
yeah, y'all don't get that often. Um,
But of
I
course,
know.
they think that.
Well, if y'all
Yeah, I
do,
see.
y'all handle it way better than we do. Because men in rejection, yeah, to me, it turns into try harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I got some friends that is, that stick it in a hole in the wall if it got a pretty name. You put a bow on that hole in that wall. Ooh, name it Jeanette. He all in there. So I
Right.
think women are a little more judgmental. Well, not judgmental, but a little more, yeah, judgmental. I guess as far as how if you're dealing with a dude, you're a little more like,
Discerning.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot of men that really don't care enough. So yeah, I think we definitely hear it more than y'all.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Men get rejected more, but they
Mm-hmm.
certainly don't handle it better.
Oh no, no,
I
you
agree.
can't tell it. You tell a
They
man no.
definitely don't handle it better. Now, I'm not saying all men.
Mm-hmm.
Majority.
I'm saying I would go say at least the majority of I've met handle it terribly.
And it's also how you turn them down. You
Yeah.
be like, I'm good, or you just lie and say I got a boyfriend or something like that. They should run them off. But
Girl,
they,
back me up. That ain't it. Back me up.
that's,
Okay, I could
Sorry,
attest to that
babe. I'm
because
taking. Well, F you did.
I've heard that line, and I was like, well, he ain't me.
Why do you
I'm
love him?
trying to turn him around. You know what I mean? I'm trying to turn him around. Like, you got a man, but he ain't man. What's up? Like, what he got? I ain't got. Besides you.
That's because we've all dealt with women that have boyfriends. So you know,
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes this
yeah.
is a barrier, and this depends on how they say it. They might be like, start smiling like, I got a boyfriend, and then you just read in their energy like, let me
Yeah,
try
that's
again.
cool. You got a boyfriend, but you ain't
It
really got a
doesn't matter
boyfriend.
what she says. It doesn't
yeah.
matter how she says it. If she says, "Hey, you ugly," and I'm not interested,
Hmm.
You supposed to go, your mama, and walk away. You're not supposed to stand there and call her bees and all kind of stuff like that. That's not cool.
That's true.
I
I
agree.
agree with that. You shouldn't disrespect a woman just because she rejects you.
All right.
But
Hmm.
how many times, honestly, how many times has a person said something that you didn't like and you came off different too? It's
Well, you
also
know
because,
me.
right,
And you know me, you know the good and
right,
well. I'm going straight off.
sharp tongue, sharp tongue, Joe Patience. I know, I know.
Mm-mm. Not
But
tolerating that. No.
yeah, but like it's weird, like because again, you could be the nicest guy in the world, approach a female, and they still treat you like you one of the other guys. It's dogs, like the worst kind of guys. Like, okay, I get that's what you're used to. I get that's how that guy came off, but that's not where I'm coming from. Like, I'm coming from a place of I was raised right. You know what I mean?
We know the
So
difference.
right, but some females look at all men like the last guy they dealt with, which
Not true.
I said some, some. I didn't say all. Yeah. I chose my words very carefully. Some women deal with men like they
Okay, I
look at
can't
men.
reject that because I don't know all women.
Right.
But
That's it, some.
okay,
That's why I said
I
some.
have to take that.
You know I'm a wordsmith. I'm not going to say anything that's
No,
going to
you're
get me in
not.
trouble.
No, you're not.
I am my father's
Mm.
child. I say what I need to say, and that's it. Anyway, I love you so much, Mama Val. Um, but yeah, like some women literally go into relationships because they haven't healed themselves. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. From the last relationship, when they get into the next relationship, they look for the signs that were in the last one. Even if you don't show them the signs, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna make up a sign like, "Oh, you was out 20 minutes too late. I I told you I was going out with my boy to go dot 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 dot. Well, you sound just like my last guy. Like, hey, can I get benefit of the doubt before you just ready to stick the knife in and cut it out? You know what I mean? Like, let me be
You're,
me. I'm not you.
you're dealing with a child if that's happening, because you think it, but you know most people do revert back to their past to see what's going on. That's nothing wrong with that. But if somebody going, you act like my last, they probably not over that last or their
Mhm.
child.
Because it's already ignorant to classify everybody as one type of way.
Exactly. That's that.
Another thing is how you approach. You might approach a woman respectfully, but not all women appreciate you approaching them respectfully. Some of them, like I've seen yo big ass, yo what up big butt, and they start giggling and smiling, and then all of a sudden they get that number, and you're like, damn, I'd have walked up and say, hey, how you doing? And he say, hey,
Mhm.
how you doing, corny ass nigga? Hey, how I'm
Right.
doing?
Thank you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. And that's when you get the ghetto, man. Fuck you, bitch. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it's a give and take type of situation.
It takes you out your character when you try to approach them respectfully and they disrespect you. Automatically takes me out my character. Like, man, fuck you then. I can be
Stay
all
away
nice
from
and you
those
can make me
areas.
all evil. Man, fuck you then. Quickly, I'll be. Mm, mm.
Hmm.
You hit the nail on the head with that one. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, how you doing? I was just wondering if I could. Whoa, what happened? You gotta look behind you, like something behind me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's for me. I got a. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, Damien, that's very far and in between. But even if she disrespects you, your options is to walk away. That's
I
what your
did.
option is.
I
I
Not
did
to
agree.
walk
curse
away.
her out. Let her feel that. You walk away and go, all right then. She gotta feel that because you don't know what that person could be going through. But most of the time, women just be tired of it, you know. You come up to them, they done heard the same line 10 times. Then they heard another line 10 more times. And they just came out to chill. And
Mm.
then they look at somebody and go, you want to dance? No, no, thank you. Well, what you come to the club for? To lose my damn temper. Because it doesn't. You don't have to go there. All you gotta do is say, "All right, man, mama," and keep going, or whatever you call them. Keep going. You don't have to do that. So there really is no justification. It doesn't matter whether she go, "I got a boyfriend." It doesn't matter. You just keep moving. Women
Okay,
get rejected too. We get rejected. Just keep moving.
but I think that scale of rejection is way smaller, but okay.
Way different. You know how many women get relationship rejected?
A lot.
Exactly.
A
So
lot.
you might get rejected at a club, but we have to deal with, in my opinion anyway, because I don't have no facts to back it up. But I feel like we have to deal with more relationship expectation rejection. But I don't see more, at least in my friend group when I was young, I don't see women just going the hell off because, okay, yeah, okay, that's a lie.
Right, right, right,
But
right.
you leave them, you leave them, they going off. We know that. But I'm just saying, I think we deal with relationship rejection. Now, I'm not one that you want to go, see you later, have a good life. But I do know women will go off. But I'm just saying we deal with rejection too. And not all women, just like not all men,
Thank you.
don't handle it well. Some of us handle it well. Just
Yeah.
like some men go, all right, baby, have a nice night. Right?
Mhm.
Just saying.
Eh. We- I just thinking about the rejection part. It's a lot of men that won't take that very well. I think about 90% of men get offended. Like I gave you it. Uh, Oh, that's how you want to act. I don't know. I don't know. Rejection. I know for guys, devastating to a point psychologically. Like, because we already had to build up all our courage to come over here and say something to you, especially in a crowded area.
That's why I say lie to me. Tell me you got a boyfriend even if you don't. This I'm
Right.
me. That's good enough for me.
A straight no is like, like, dang. All right. I'm gonna go
When I
cry the
was
call.
younger and people were more respectful, and I used to be in the club, I was in the army at the time. And I don't care if a guy was coming up to me and I ain't like the way he looked. I'd be like, no, goodbye. No, no, keep moving. So what? I don't want to dance with you. I don't want you in my ear.
Mm.
Yeah, but now with the side dude, side chick culture now, people don't be caring anymore. They be like, "Yeah, I got a girl and a kid. We live together. What you doing tomorrow?" I'll be like, "Sir, nothing. I'm going to be asleep."
I mean,
That
Hey,
is true.
coming to the stage. Doc, guys, Mama Val, you already know Connie and you know me.
What's going on, everybody?
I hope you were tuned in and
What's
listening.
up? What's up?
I heard a couple of things. Um, I heard a couple of things. So where we at right now?
Uh,
all right, young lady, it's 3 against 2. Let's stand
no, no,
strong
no,
here.
no, no, no. I am just a host, so I am just here impartially. So it's 2 against 2. I'm just here to keep everything down. Make sure that everyone is heard. New format
Mediator.
goes that we're giving everybody about 3 minutes to talk because I want everybody's voice to be heard.
Ooh, 3 minutes.
Well, okay, 2 minutes. Want to be a smartass?
I didn't think we needed that much time.
We'll see. Uh,
Well,
yeah. So, Geist is an artist. Once you want to reintroduce the room, Geist is an
okay.
artist. He has a lot of tracks out on YouTube. Go check him out at Geistwar. The brother, he spits, but he spits life. It's not just some. It's none of that crap. It's little old school KRS One, DMX, Jay Z, Nas. It's stories, it's life, and it's real. So I was I went through his whole catalog. I just actually had that conversation with him. Like, I went through your catalog. I saw where you almost lost your level of the business and where you got it back. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but you got it back. But he got refocused on his mission. So, you know what I mean? Check him out. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna appreciate it. Cause he won under me, so he gonna enjoy the music. Kami, you should
I'm,
definitely check it out. You might learn something.
I'm definitely going to check it
Appreciate it.
out. Definitely.
Ow! Wolf
Oh,
Wolfpack over here, bro.
So, I'm going to have to apologize to the co-hosts. You know, last
Why?
time, last couple times we started off, she was late. So, and here I am today, late.
Yeah, yeah. That's why baby's in the corner. That's why baby's in the
So,
corner right now.
so
Yeah, I
you
was I
know,
was early. I was backstage helping set up.
so you know, I'm gonna have to eat that one.
Yeah, but she was working, so you had an excuse. Other people would just sleep.
That's a
I gave you one. I gave you one. He took it from you.
I ain't giving nothing. You gotta earn
Oh,
everything with me.
friend. My goodness.
But yeah, today we talked about communication. I mean, you've been tuned in, so you understand where we're coming from as far as communication. I want to touch upon all forms of communication. I'm talking about communication with friends, communication with family, communication with respective your, your partner, homeboy. You know what I mean? Like the streets, work. It's all communication needs to happen. But it seems to be
absolutely.
it seems that one of the major things about our communication is coming from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems to be a major block. Like if I'm saying one thing, like I feel like sometimes when people talk in general, the person listening, you can read in their face they can't wait to put their input in. Oh, see, guys is like, yeah, yeah. You could like I'm having a conversation with y'all right now, and I'm glad that y'all respectful enough to let me finish and get to the end of my thought. But it's a lot of times when people are talking, you just like other people are just like, you done? Like their brain is like, you done? You done? You done? You done? You didn't hear anything I'm saying because all you're here for is you want to get your words out. You know what I mean? And that sucks. It just does. And I'm trying to maybe through this medium, if people listen to this, today's show anyway, it might come out like, yo, you're right.
Well, speaking on communication, a big
I
thing
have.
that's going around right now is snitching. we got Gunna and who that? A Young Thug.
Oh God. Oh,
Um, who else
I mean,
snitching?
We really going there right now?
I'm gonna leave.
Ti said he snitched on his dead cousin.
What?
Hey, that's one you charge. That's one you charge to the game, though.
Allegedly said. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Right, then he tried to say, "Oh, I didn't." Then why did you say you did? Like that's weird.
Well, the original story on that, because I followed it, because now him and Boosie are going back and forth about it.
Hmm.
That's
Not
one you just
Boosie.
charge it. That's one you just charge to the game. You know what I mean? Like Ti was presented with an opportunity to get out of a situation. The person he used, that person is gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to bring any harm to that person. You know what I mean? That's a loophole you can use in the streets. I mean, more than likely, since it was Ti that used it, they're probably going to close that loophole pretty soon. So,
They
but
should have been surprised though.
I mean, like I said, it was a loophole. And like he didn't put that on somebody that's still walking around. You know what I mean? He put it on somebody that ain't going to get the heat for it. Nothing's going to happen. So you just charge that one to the game. Um, I've talked to people, and I'm not going to name them. Or I'm not going to name them here. But I've talked to people that are in the game that looked at it and was like, "Yo, that man got to go home." You know what I mean? He got to go home, and he ain't sent nobody in to take his place. Like if you want to get mad, the only thing you can say is he put dirt on somebody's name. That's as far as it goes. But charge it to the game. That's pretty much it. Charge it to the
Yeah,
game. That
because
person ain't
there's a
here.
I'll say this. Look, if anybody's in a situation, and I'm dead. Tell them I did it.
You,
Long as it ain't
you,
no,
yeah, use
My
me,
man.
long
use
as it
me.
ain't no pedophile cases or no nothing about abusing women, nothing that's gonna stain my name.
Right.
Yeah, tell them I did
Yeah,
it. I'm okay. I'm wherever I'm at, chilling with Jesus, and whatever. I can't
facts.
care. So tell them
Yeah,
I did it.
I'm right there with him. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think about it. What Ti used that for was when he got caught with the gun case.
Yeah.
Like, he was looking at 25 minimum,
Mm.
Hmm.
25 minimum. So he found his lawyer gave him a loophole. He said, "Yo, anybody you know of that you could just put that on that ain't here no more?" Ti's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yo, you got some homies that are dead. You can put it on them." I can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a random person. It's not somebody that he didn't really know like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a close person, that somebody he would have been like, "Yo, if that happens to you, use my name if I ain't here." You know what I mean? So it's not. You know what I mean? It's not bringing no shame on nobody. It's not bringing no, like, the FBI ain't knocking on the family's door. They ain't doing none of that. It's, yo, he did it. All right. Well, I guess we gotta take that because you're the only one here. And then boom, they like, all right, case closed. Ti gets to go home. That family ain't. You know what I mean? He probably gave them a little check. Yo, listen, I put that on the homie just so I can get out of the situation. He ain't here, but I wanted to bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? That way y'all don't feel no type of way. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And it's a lot of thorough dudes that pretty much said the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, from what I understand, a New York, you know what I mean, a New York legend said, "Hey man, charge to the game." You know what I mean? And that would be that legend supreme. He said, "Charge to the game." He's like, everybody mad. He's like, because if I could do it right now, I would.
Hmm.
Supreme ain't never coming home. That man ain't never coming home. But
Yeah,
if he had the opportunity to do that, and it ain't nobody alive, Supreme would do it right now if he could. So, charge of the game. We can't be mad at that. I mean, here's my whole thing with the snitching thing anyway. If
Wait. Before you start another one, anybody else got anything to add? See, that's why I said 2 minutes. And you was like, that's gonna be too long. Ha,
it,
bam.
it wasn't long, me and him went back and forth, so it wasn't a full 2 minutes.
Eh,
Let me kick
anybody,
semantics to you.
eh, anybody else want to add to that? Speak on this
yeah. No,
subject?
I
How,
completely agree with yeah, because like I said, I look at it like this. Me personally, I'm 100% okay with someone just blaming me for doing it for whatever. As
yeah.
long, like I said, except for those particular things, no rape, no none of that, no child molest, no, 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 no. Don't say I did it. You did it. So
Yeah, yeah. Don't put the kids on
yeah,
me. Don't put the
yeah,
kids on me.
don't do that to me now. I don't care if I'm dead
Don't.
still. No, no, no. But
I ain't trying to get canceled after I'm dead.
yeah, exactly. Still, that's still my name and my legacy. Don't do that to me.
Yeah,
But as far as like Robinson shooting, all right, just say I did it. All right, whatever.
yeah. You get to go home. You know what I mean? It
Since
is what
I'm
it
okay
is.
with it, I'm okay with them doing it. So hey, do it.
And it's not like you can continuously do it. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
you use me and you get out of a situation and then you get yourself in another situation and you say, "Yo, my homie," they're gonna be like, "Yo, that was a minute ago, bro. You just did this." Like, how he if he already dead,
How
how
you
he
doing
do
it
it? You know what I mean? You just did this yesterday. We bringing you in for something you did yesterday. He
He
already
did it
dead.
for a
So how
week
he do
ago.
it? How you putting that on him? Come on, son. but yeah, I mean, shout out to Ti, man. He found a loophole, man. Like, in that life, you got to find every loophole you can find. Now,
Yeah, gangster version.
you know what I mean? Now, what I was going to say as far as like the snitching and stuff, I don't want people to be like, I don't know if I can actually say it's not his. I'm not gonna say his full name. I'm gonna say his numbers. I don't want people to pull a 6'9" where you out there participating, and then when the heat comes back to you, then you start dropping names. What's even worse is he started dropping names that ain't had nothing to do with his situation. Like, once
Jim
I heard Cardi
Jones
B,
and
Jim
Cardi B.
Jones, And once he started dropping them, I was like, what the hell they do? You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm on the internet like, yo, he dropped Jim Jones' name? Like, what Jimmy do? So I'm on the internet like, what's the beef between Jim Jones and 6ix9ine? And I'm looking at it, ain't no beef. Like Jim Jones is on camera going, what the hell he say my name for? Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So you know what I mean? And Cardi B was like, I ain't part of no Treyway Bloods. Like, what are you talking about? She acknowledges her gang affiliations, but she's like, I ain't
Yeah, but
Treyway. What you
she
talking
not in
about?
jail either. She had to snitch too. Something. She got some type of deal.
She got it. She not. Are you talking about the assault on the stripper?
No, it was something else.
Cardi B
She
should be in
got
jail. Period. To be honest with you,
she got a lot of open
It's a wrap.
cases.
Cardi B should be in jail for two things: one, trash ass music, and two, she should be in jail for that stuff she admitted to, drugging and robbing men. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
yeah, that was
I,
crazy.
yeah, I think it's funny that nobody acknowledges that. But Bill
I
Cosby did
think
all
that's
this stuff,
cat.
allegedly did all this stuff years ago, and we still talking about it now. But it is what it is.
I
Did
think
I
that
hear?
was cat. That was cat.
What do
She
you
she
mean? What
was
was
on
Cap?
she was doing that was cat. She was on that what was it, Love and Hip Hop or something?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she wanted a storyline. That was cat. Why you think nobody ever came forward? That was cat. She wanted
That
a
makes sense.
I
storyline. If
I
you
think
I
she
wouldn't.
was
watch
off
all
the
the
show when
shows,
that
that's
came
what
out.
they do.
Yeah,
She,
she wasn't on the show
yeah,
when
she
she
was
brought
off
that
the
up.
show.
She
Yes,
was
she
off the show.
was. She said
Not when
that
she
on the
told that
show.
story.
Mm,
Yeah, but no, the
nothing
interview
to
she did was after she was off the show. That was after
yeah,
Bodak Yellow hit. That
She
was after
said it
Bodak
on
yeah.
the
Yellow hit.
show. She said it on the show.
She watches the show, so she would know.
Oh, I watch
She,
Love and Hip Hop. I watch Love
She,
and Hip Hop.
she said it
But
on the
what
show.
but what I'm saying is I don't think
Remember when, excuse me, I'm sorry to cut you off. Remember at the end of the show when they had the reunion and
yeah,
her and whatever that guy name is,
Hennessy,
sorry.
Hennessy and all them got into it with the other girl.
No, not that. When her and the guy got into it and she told him about his baby mothers.
Oh, Peter Guns.
Yes. And he
Yeah.
said, you don't love yourself, you doing this and you doing that. And then she said, I do love myself. That's what he said you doing.
Yeah,
Well,
but they ain't talk about robbing people though. He was talking about
yeah.
like when she got the ass shots and all that stuff. That's what he was referring to.
No, he was
Cause he
talking
because he even said that. He said your ass shots is leaking to your brain. He was trying to come at her. Like, first of all,
Hey, little
I don't know.
Shalimar. I see you in the background. Hold on, sorry.
that's my grandbaby.
Oh, okay. My thing is
On
this
by
though.
five.
Like, here's what I'll say. There are assaults against men that go unreported every day because number one, society does not take that allegation as serious as when the woman says it. So let's get that out the way right now. When men
No,
go
that,
when
that's
men,
not true. It's
how is that not
that's not
true?
true. Most men don't report it. They're ashamed
Why?
to report it
And why is that?
because they're stupid.
No, because
If
a lot of
somebody
times,
does something to me, I don't give a crap what society think. I'm gonna go
yeah, but
report
hold
it.
on though. But I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to deny that it's a pride thing. But at the end of the day, if you standing in front of that police station as a man and you like, yo, I can go in here and report this. I know what's going to come with that. That's the two choices we got right there. I can just leave it alone. I just keep it moving. Ain't nobody ever got to know because I don't think that person's gonna say nothing because they're going to incriminate themselves. So if that person's going to take it to the grave, I'll take it to the grave. You know what
No.
I'm saying? We don't want the ridicule that's going to come with it. I remember there was I want to remember exactly what it was. It was an episode of Martin where he was assaulted by a girl, and when he went into the police station and reported it, all the cops laughed at him.
That's
All of them.
TV. That's TV. Get
TV.
back
That's
to
not the but
reality.
but TV
that's
but
in
That's
hold
real
on
life.
hold
reality.
on TV does base a lot of its content on reality, so you can't say
No,
that.
they
Mhm.
don't. But
How do you
look,
figure?
women
Yeah,
more than anybody are scared of.
Respectful.
Do you know how many rapes of women go unreported because they're always considered a slut or a hoe or
I
you
don't
brought
even
this
want
on
I don't
yourself?
even want to go
Hold
into
up,
that
hold up,
Oh,
conversation.
wait.
Sasha,
Let
hold
her
up.
talk. Let her talk.
Second, just take Megan Thee Stallion, rich and famous. She couldn't even get a break. She couldn't even get a break.
That was a mess.
it's because she has
Wait,
so
wait, wait.
many.
A break for
I'm
She
just
what?
saying,
started
I'm
off
not
with
going through
lying.
the history of Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just saying that women that report go through the same thing. That the yeah, I think men will probably be a little laughed at behind their back. Yeah, I will admit to
Behind
that.
their back?
Yes, behind their back. What kind of professional would laugh in front of their face?
Hold on, let me explain something to you. So, like, this is the thing. Like, it's going to turn into this conversation, and I don't want it to turn into this conversation, but it's going to. I can see it now.
Okay,
Do
don't turn
y'all
into
like?
that conversation. Let's get back to
Hold
this
on,
topic
no,
at
no,
hand.
no, no. We right here. We right here. Do you like?
No,
Do women not understand the male
no, no,
experience
not doing that.
from
Yep,
no, 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 no,
no,
no,
no,
no, because
not
it
doing that.
no,
No,
it goes to this conversation. Damien, chill out. Like, it goes to the conversation.
don't
What
tell
I'm
me to chill
saying
out.
is, from chill out. When we're young,
You're not able to do
if
it right
you're
now. I'm just saying, don't tell me what to do. I'm just saying, I don't want to go
why
in
is
this.
he doing this on this show
I
right
don't want to
now?
go
Like,
in this conversation too deep because, like I said, we were
I'm
supposed to
not
be having.
going deep. That's the whole point. I said I'm going into what she's talking about. Relax, relax. Just hear what I'm saying first. You trying?
Five, four.
Oh my God, this guy. What
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying to you is this: when you are a young man, think about when a young boy gets into a fight with a girl and she wins. What happens? Does he get to go through the rest of the school year without people bringing that up? No. He gets ridiculed for all of, yo, you got beat up by a girl. Oh, she mollywopped you. Da, da, da. They bring it up regardless. If he do something good, they go, yeah, you graduated, but remember that time? He always gonna hear about it. So from childhood, we carry that. What is that? Damn, you know what? That happened to me, but behind this, I don't want the ridicule. I don't want what comes with that. Is it going to be a one-time thing? Is it going to be something that I report this and they laugh at me? Is the laughter going to stop after I report it? That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why a lot of men don't report it because it's hard to really, as a man, it's hard to really say, yo, this girl did this to me and have people take you serious, especially in the climate that we're in now. Believe all women. You know that? You
Oh
get what
my
I'm saying?
God.
Believe
Oh
all
my
women.
God.
So what I'm saying
Believe
is,
all women? Really?
I didn't create that. I didn't
That's
create
the
that. We didn't
climate
create
you
that.
in.
Yeah, that's
Believe
only.
all
Wait,
women? That's definitely not the climate the rest of Earth is in. I don't know what climate you're
what?
in, but that's definitely not
What?
believe all women.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
that's
wait, wait,
only
wait, wait,
why
wait.
Meg won her case because her story
There you
made no
go.
sense. Her story
There you
made no
go.
sense.
There you go. So if you don't think that
But
climate
that
exists,
doesn't make
Meg Thee Stallion is
she
a
had
perfect example.
okay. Megan the Stallion got shot. Why?
By
Who shot
who?
her?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure
Exactly.
out.
Exactly. Exactly. But
Who
wait.
shot her?
How
Who
you know
shot her?
that?
She
Prove it.
seen who shot her.
No, prove
She
it.
seen who shot her. What
They
are you
didn't. They
talking
didn't
to?
prove it. They didn't prove it. The
They
DNA wasn't
did
on
prove
him.
it. Her
No, they
witness said
didn't.
his witness got on there and placed the gun in Tori's hand.
No,
How is that
she
not
didn't.
proof?
Kelsey didn't. Kelsey did not do that. She didn't
Oh my
do it.
God,
She
yes he did.
no.
the
Kelsey
the
did not
guy,
say it was
no.
Tori.
He talk about the man who said he saw it from his apartment. He said he saw the gun go off like twice.
That's not
And
what I'm
then
not
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
he
Tori,
that
saw
part.
that.
He put
Yeah, he
it
saw
in
that.
Tori's
and
hand.
then he saw Tori and it went off
And
like
then
three
they,
more times.
yeah,
Exactly.
and they
That means
basically
Tori had the
dismissed,
gun, right?
and they basically
No,
dismissed his claim. They dismissed his claim because guess what?
Basically.
The DNA evidence put the gun in Kelsey and Tori's hand.
Well, first of
But
all,
who's in jail?
DNA evidence on a
hmm.
gun is typical not to find it. They
Hold
didn't
on, is
find
Kelsey in jail?
they found
No.
fingerprints of Tori and
And
Tori and
Kelsey,
Meg whatever that girl name is.
Kelsey.
Kelsey. They found her DNA on it too. But who's in jail?
And then they
The
didn't test
person
the
that had the
What?
magazine.
gun.
They
So
still
Wait,
don't even
what?
know
y'all
who guns it
seen who
was.
shot her. How
They
about that
still don't
part?
know.
If
Wasn't it
somebody break
security
in here
guard's
right
gun?
now and I said that
Oh, they tried
They
to
person
put
don't
it in the
shot me
security
because I
guard's hand
seen
too.
who
they
shot
don't
me,
know.
they
They do not
do, but
know.
she seen who shot her. We,
First, it was
if you if
Hold
glass.
on, hold on,
somebody
hold on, hold on, hold on. Can
Glass.
I
She
say something
stepped
real
on
quick?
who
glass.
shot you, that's
Exactly. But
She started
hold on,
off the
bro.
line.
Bro, I got you. I got you right here. I got you right here. Hold on.
y'all
Everything she just
ridiculous.
hold on. Everything she just said proves that the belief all women climate exists. Because it's
No,
she
it
said
doesn't.
it. She said it. She said it. The whole
Yes,
time you've been sitting
because
here talking
she's
about Meg said
seen
she
it.
saw who did it. I
Because
saw this,
she's
so
seen
believe
it.
me. Because Meg
Because
saw it,
she's
right?
seen it. How about her eyes didn't lie to her? How
So
about
so
that
believe
part?
Meg because that's what she saw, right?
That's what she saw.
So believe all women exist.
No,
Thank you for proving my point.
Because Kelsey said in her text and in her testimony that
Mm-hmm.
that um Megan turned around to come back towards the car, and he shot her. She seen who shot her.
And what did she say? What did she say in the interview that went to court? He didn't shoot her.
She did not say
Oh,
that.
She
She did not.
Kelsey
did.
did say that. Kelsey did say
She
that. You got a
said you
female in here
didn't.
telling you she did say it.
Dude, no matter how loud you yell, it ain't gonna change what I think. See what I'm talking about, young lady? I don't care what he's saying. It ain't
Of
gonna
course you
But
change what
don't.
I'm
Of course you
telling
don't.
you.
Of
just
course you
like
don't.
the
He
Because
witness,
it's
said,
feelings over facts.
he said she didn't
It's feelings
see.
for the reals.
she
She
also said that her and Kelsey didn't fight, and the witnesses they was.
Thank you.
no, no.
Thank you.
Kelsey said, first of all, Kelsey
Mm-mm.
said that he beat her.
Wait,
He
what?
beat her. And that's what the witness saw was a fight.
Wait, who
And
beat
the
who?
fight was with, see, this is what you're looking
Meg.
at. You didn't listen to when they read her statement.
I read the whole thing. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking
Her
about, though, because
whole,
you're not naming
okay,
anybody.
if you hush,
I
then
was.
you
You
can
didn't
hear
name
me.
anybody. I just need you to tell me who you're talking about.
Kelsey, in her own testimony, if you heard her testimony, she talked and talked. And what she said was that Tori came out the car. She thought he was going to attack Meg again. So she got in front of Meg and he attacked her. What about that for?
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
I, wait,
the
wait. I
He
can
had a
witness.
answer.
lot to
Wait,
say. Go ahead.
wait. I can answer. So I'm going to ask you a question real quick.
Nope. I
Did,
want you to answer
hold on.
that.
I'm
Nope.
going to. I'm going to. I'm going to. So that was her original testimony. But then
That's
she cut
right.
a.
Before she got paid.
I thought it was my turn.
One at a time,
It
one
was
at a
your
time, one
turn.
at a time, one at a
See
time,
what I'm
one at a
saying?
time.
Like, this is crazy. Hold on. Listen, you want me to answer, but then when I start to, you cut me off. Hold on. That
That
was her
works
original.
both ways, right? That did
I
work
got quiet when
both
you
ways.
talked. I got quiet when
All
you talked. I
right.
just asked for
Okay.
names.
All right. Don't just put it on me though.
I'm just saying. All I did was add you for names because you just said she and he, and I'm like, who are you talking about?
I'm
Now,
talking
here's
about
one.
Kelsey. I was clear about Kelsey.
I'll try again. What I'm saying to you is this: the original statement that she gave was what you were saying.
That's
When
what
she
I'm
cut,
saying.
when she
All right, stop it, you guys.
She went back. She went back in to be interviewed again, and she cut a deal that said anything she says will not incriminate her. She gained immunity from any. See, she don't want to hear that part. See, I give her the
It
facts.
don't,
She don't
it
want to hear
doesn't
that.
change
So
Hold
the
on,
hold on. Let
stop,
fact
me.
of what
stop.
she
Hold on, hold
said.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That's
Everybody
not what
stop.
she said
Everybody stop.
about what
Everybody
she
stop.
said.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop.
She making stuff up though.
Everybody stop. Everybody stop. One second. One second. One second. Here's the thing. Now, I'm observing, guys. You probably observed it too. I'm pretty sure Kami observed this as well. Listen, when Mama Val was talking, there were times where you, Doc, made a face and turned your head to the side, but she kept talking. Your turn. It's your turn to talk. It doesn't matter what the body language and everybody said. You got a point to get out there. Get your point out there. It's not to cut you off. She's expressing herself like you express yourself without talking.
No, I turned my head because I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, and
I
she did.
react. My reaction to what she did is based on I know what's getting ready to come after that reaction she gave. That's why I said, see, she don't want to hear it.
No, the bottom line for
My
me,
reaction wasn't to not hear what she had to say. My reaction was let me just catch myself before I interrupt her. Her
Okay,
reaction was let me react because I don't want to hear what he got to say. She even said it at one point where she said, I ain't trying to hear what he's saying. I ain't trying to hear what he's saying. And I'm giving up facts. She got immunity.
you're not
And
giving
then
up
she
facts. And let me say something.
I'm Val. I'm
I
Val.
didn't
I did
finish.
not get on here to replay the
Okay.
Tori and Megan
I
show.
didn't even
Can I
So
get?
finish.
if
Can,
that's what y'all gonna do, I can go home. Or I am home. I can
how
get off.
about?
That was
Hold on.
funny. That was funny. That was
If we
funny.
gonna talk about
That was funny.
communication, get back or I can go. One or the
Yeah,
other.
I'm trying to get.
What? I didn't hear nothing she said. What she said? I
She
didn't
wants
hear.
to get back to
I
the subject of
said if
communication.
we either get back on subject or I go. I'm not here to go through the whole trial again. My opinion ain't gonna change, and neither are yours.
But
So let's just get that.
that's a big
All right,
thing
well, let's
on.
move on then, because I wasn't really trying to be on it. You brought it up, but let's move on.
I
But
brought
that's
it
a
up as a point of fact, not a
Yeah,
point of
then
contention.
yeah, but
it,
Noted.
it was
that
We
tied
got on
into
it.
moving on,
communication.
moving on, moving on, moving on,
Oh,
moving on.
oh, 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 no, we're not. Wait, no, no.
She wanted to move on, Damien. What you want me to do? She wanted to move on. I'm saying
All
let's move
right,
on.
let me get what I have to say out first about this. Okay. Now, I tried to say that at the very beginning when I saw that it was about to go down a lane that I didn't want to go down, but we continued. We pressed on for a little bit. When I was like, nope, 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 we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there.
No, that's
Because
what you
I
said to me
saw,
about what I brought up. That's what you said to me about what I
but
brought up.
but because
Different.
I saw where the path was going. I saw where
And
this
you couldn't
conversation.
have saw it because that subject got brought up out of nowhere, so you couldn't have seen it. Stop.
I'm
Stop.
sorry. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that I was incapable of seeing certain things in my own brain that where things going. Because even Geist looked at me and was like, he gave me a look like, yeah, this is that. Like I saw him look at me like, yep. Like we're not
Yeah.
right.
That's
I
the
don't want to
biggest
go there.
example of
Communication
conversation and
problem. Yeah,
comprehension.
yeah.
Thank you.
Eh,
It's all about communication. That's the funniest
Thank
thing.
that case
you.
in itself.
And you know what?
All of a sudden he
I'm
knew.
glad you brought that up, guys, because that's what happened. What just happened is a perfect form of communication breakdown. Because when fellas get involved in
Explain.
communication,
I want to hear this.
I thought that's what I was doing before you interrupted me.
Go ahead.
Wasn't I doing that, guys? You caught that right? I was talking.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give it to us.
Hey,
You notice how we got quiet? We want to hear it.
yeah. Well, stop talking and I'll continue. Thank you. Like I was saying, this is a form. This is how communication breaks down sometimes because sometimes feelings and emotions get involved, and after that, at that point, when the feelings and emotions get involved, you don't really want to hear what the other person is saying. We
Let me
have
ask a
to
question on
learn
that.
how
Okay.
to. We have to learn how to take our emotions out of certain conversations and try to deal in the logical facts of the matter. That's the only way that we can have effective communication. Now,
There you go.
I have an opinion about something, and I don't agree with your opinion about something. I understand. I'm going to hear what your opinion is. I want to hear what your opinion is because it's your opinion until it's proven fact to me anyway. Once I'm listening and I'm like, you know what, that does make some sense. Sure. Now I'll give you like, okay, now you told me everything you gotta say. All right, now you gotta hear my opinion. You gotta hear my
Who are you?
voice.
I just need
Just
to know. Who? Okay. All right. I want to know if you're talking to. Okay.
in general. That's all it is. Now we gonna get back to communication because the Tory Lane stuff that I don't know anything about that. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't pay that stuff no mind at all. It has no bearing on my life, so I'm not paying it no mind.
All right, I want to
Okay.
give you one last note on that, right? So
Okay.
let's say, I don't know
Get your
why
thoughts together
Kelsey,
now.
I don't know why Kelsey sent that text, right, saying that Tori beat her when it came out that her and Meg was fighting. Okay, let's say Tori did beat her up. Why did Meg and friends find it funny to tease Kelsey about it, saying, "Oh, they left your chain on the highway. You got your ass beat." Why would that be funny in any situation?
Why are you still talking about it? If this
Because
is
hey,
about communication,
snitching is communication.
yeah, but if you're going to pass the cage, I can just go.
Man,
Move
that's all
on,
I
move
wanted to
on. 'Cause
ask, man. That's
I
all
want.
I
There's
wanted to
some
ask.
things. There's some things that are going to be brought up in this conversation that I'm hoping they get brought up at some point. So let's just move on.
Things like what?
That's. I'm just letting it flow.
Mm.
Well, you might as well start off the next conversation.
No, no, y'all let me know where y'all want to go with this.
Well, I'm just going to get back to the forward of communication. Like we just like I don't want any more breakdowns like we just had. That.
Well, I'll just say this because you said something that was very profound. You talked about removing the feelings. You're absolutely right. That's why, like, a lot of times communication does break down. There's some people who speak logically and speak to the details and the facts of certain things, and then there's some people who just come off with their emotions. That's just the way it goes. That's why a lot of times it does break down. I'm not saying just just to get it, get some clarity here. I'm not saying either way is wrong or right. I'm just saying that's why it breaks down a lot of times. Feelings get brought into it, and then the facts get brought into it, and the feelings don't want to hear the facts, and the facts don't want to hear the feelings. So that's where it separates and breaks apart. So it was very profound that you brought that up.
Now,
Also,
uh,
truth
mhm.
can break down communication. Truth, honesty can break down communication. When one party don't want to hear the truth, it can also break down communication.
Well, that's what I
And
was speaking to. Like when you speak with facts, facts are true, right? Feelings are what?
Feelings are feelings. They don't have
Exactly. So
true or
so what you're basically, what I mean, enhancing what he said. If we can remove the feelings out of it and just focus on what the facts are, we can we can speak on the truth. That's all he said, and I agree with him.
but we also have to be respectful because sometimes
Oh,
a
absolutely.
conversation, a conversation does touch on feelings. Like emotions are a part of everything. They do. Sometimes you might touch on a subject, and it's like it might be a personal thing with you. Like a person might talk about something that, like, we might be talking about something that happened to somebody in the room. We don't know it happened because we probably don't know that happened.
But that's why I always speak in generalities. You know what I mean? Because I can't
Yeah,
speak to somebody's
I
personal
get that.
experience.
Wasn't that?
And
I get that. We try to speak in generalities, but sometimes when you mention something that has, I hate to use the word, but it's a trigger in a sense to an individual in general. You know what I mean? Like when you get on the subject of grape, when you go on the subject of essay, anything like that, sometimes a person might have experienced that in their life. So when the subject is touched upon, it touches upon something inside that person, and their facts are coming
that's very
from
true. Very true.
their their facts are coming from an emotional part because they've experienced it. So for them, it's fact because it's what they experienced. You see what I'm saying? So
Well,
we have to take that into consideration during conversation as well.
we can take it in
Just saying.
consideration. We can take it in consideration. That's fine. But always remember, one person's experience doesn't, what I mean, reflect society.
That's
Because
true
what
as
you're
well.
speaking, because basically what you're saying is someone's truth matters more than the actual conversation itself. That's
I
absurd.
didn't say that. That's not what I was saying.
No,
I
that's
was
that's
just saying
literally what you're saying because you're
that's
saying no, you said if you talk about something,
please don't tell me what I'm trying to say. What I was basically
that's what
saying
you
was
did
let's
say.
be
Like,
respectful.
Dame, come on, man, I'm just
Let's
explaining it.
be respectful of those factors as well.
Well,
That's all.
I just said we can be respectful of it, but someone's experience doesn't, what I mean, doesn't reflect the conversation as a whole.
But we also should not be
That's
dismissive.
that person's experience. Like that's all I'm saying. What you're saying is if somebody can't if the words used was my truth, okay, we can acknowledge something that happened to somebody, but that truth doesn't reflect the truth of society. It's only one truth. It's only one truth. It's only one. Not everybody's truth is valid. It's just their experience. It's the truth of where they are in life. It's their truth as what has happened to them and what they experience, but it doesn't reflect society. That's what I'm saying. Because that's literally like the wording you were just using. That's literally where it's going. Because I said we can recognize that person's experience, and you're like, well, you started talking about the experience as if it's everything. It's not. It's just that person's experience.
Okay, I want to ask Dame's guest a question.
Thank
Being
you.
though he is a rapper, which means he communicates for a life.
We're living. We're living.
What's yeah,
Living.
there you go. There you go, living.
Got a little tongue
so
tied there.
so with you communicating for a living, what is your main goal or what are you a message that you're trying to get across or what is your outcome that you're looking for with your career?
Main message I'm trying to get across.
Or what is the point in you doing speaking? Because you're publicly speaking, basically.
I guess they pretty much just kind of get my point across, my opinion as far as This how I operate daily, morally, how I operate, and thinking that pretty much hoping that everyone else kind of either you agree with or you disagree, but it's to pretty much just get my perspective out and linking with people, like-minded people that that could hear what I'm saying and pretty much agree, or either some people that could hear it and be like, oh wow, I never thought about that, or I never thought about this that way. Maybe I'll enlighten
Hmm.
somebody, with the lyrics, or yeah, pretty much some type of enlightenment. I guess is the overall, goal in every song, because I talk about some violent things and things like that, but I usually, well, not usually, I always try to put it in the perspective where it's self defense. So if I'm talking about up in the blicky or anything like that, it's a reason why, and I'm going to vocalize the reason before I'm not just going to be like, yeah, we spun the block and woo, woo, woo. You're going to get a thorough explanation of why I felt that was necessary, or why I think this, that, and the third. So it's thorough explanation, or understanding of who I am, and hopefully people will relate to that.
Yeah, I think communication fail when people are talking just to talk and not for comprehension or understanding. And you just have a bunch of people saying stuff.
Right. Because it rhymes, yeah.
they,
'Cause it sound
they
cool.
just literally just saying words, and you're like, where was that supposed to go? So with music artists, like there are a lot of lines that's being blurred, or for me, relating to people that you wouldn't even expect to relate to. Like you're all like it's some music artists still are working with rappers in China right now. You're like, what the hell do y'all have in common? But a lot when you listen to it.
Right.
So I
Like
think just
I tried
um
to do a collaboration with somebody in Africa, and I hit him up. It was like, hey, what's going on? And he told me that it's some type of political situation with the dollar, they're changing the value of the dollar over here, and all this type of stuff. And he was pretty much in a situation where he wasn't able to record and do what he thought he was going to be able to do initially. So we ended up on. I'm still going to keep the song and sit it aside for him. Hopefully things get better. We could still do that collaboration. But like you said, it is you could definitely relate to something in the I'm from the hood, but I can relate to somebody in the suburbs. I can relate to somebody overseas. We all have some type of commonality that links us all in some type of way.
Facts.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Can I ask the rappers, what do you think about, or everybody actually, what do you think about this new thing? I guess it's new. It seems like it's new, where the courts are using rappers' lyrics
Good
against
question.
in court.
Great question.
I think if you're stupid enough to currently be to currently be
that's
breaking
the
Simple.
the
lifestyle
law,
though.
as in like right now, you break the law constantly, and you specify on those laws that you are currently breaking in rhyme, and then you're just stupid. It's a dumb thing to do. Like if you selling keys, then you shouldn't be rapping. You should stop selling your keys and then pick up a microphone. It should be in that way. If you just shot someone yesterday, you shouldn't be rapping about shooting people.
I mean, I'm just to piggyback off of it. That's something that I agree with. Um, it's just funny how all these rappers that are getting caught up, they're literally dropping details
Hmm.
about things that they've done. It's one thing if if you was one of them drill rappers that just talked about, yeah, I'll shoot you and this, that, and the third. But when you go, I'll shoot you like I did Kevin Thursday at the barbershop, and meanwhile the cops is out there investigating the murder of Kevin at a
So
barbershop, and they pop your
Right.
tape in, they like, yo, that's the same Kevin we look, yo. So
the
he did it.
barbershop. What
Like, you know what I'm
barbershop?
saying? They go to the
What
barbershop and say, yo, was he here?
barbershop? Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
was
that's
young? You know what I'm saying? They go to the barber shop and they like, yo, was Young Thug here? Yeah, he was here. Was he here Thursday? Yeah. Pop the tape and like, listen to this lyric right here. What you think about this lyric he just dropped about killing Kevin at the barber shop? Was y'all
With a
here for
nine
this?
millimeter.
With a 9 millimeter, and that's the gun we found. Like, Come
I
on, man.
put two shots in his chest and one in his neck. It was
Like the
about
problem,
9:45
like,
p.m. on a Friday night at the club. We was walking
like,
out. He dropped at the entrance. Oh shit! That's everything we
You
just
slid off
wrote.
in the
like,
blue Benz.
like,
That's
if
on
you think
camera
about
too.
it, like if you think about like the old school rappers, right? If you look at like a Jay Z makes no apologies about his street dealings. But
Mhm.
Jay never gave you anything that you could go off of to say, yo, bring him in for questioning. You know what I'm saying? But see, now we're in a society where all these kids, basically they're kids, they're coming up and they want clout. So what's the quickest way to get clout? Talk about a
Do it.
murder that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what they're doing. Like there's cats out here doing these pranks. Man, people ain't beat for nobody pulling no prank on them. Like the kid that took the guy's bag at the airport. That dude wasn't beat that day. And then
Mm.
he's like, he trying to get him arrested because he holding on to him. He's like, yo, you tried to steal my bag. Oh, it was a prank. It was a prank. Nah, we passed the prank now. We here now. Because you picked the wrong person that day. So it's like, these rappers doing it, they do it for clout, and they wonder why the FBI is knocking on their door. There's
Then reality
consequences to
hits.
that.
Yep,
Yeah,
reality hits. Like
isn't that
not every.
just isn't
It's
that just
consequences to admitting a murder on your next CD. It's consequences.
yeah, but isn't
Mhm.
that just Young Thug? I mean, I don't hear anybody else saying what they did, and
Oh, there's plenty of
hear
them out there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well,
Yeah, it's a
There's a
lot of
rapper
rappers
called
that's getting ready
A
to get
lot.
it's a
Right.
lot of rappers about to get that knock on the door.
like AR Ab. AR Ab. I seen a video with AR Ab. He was
I can't talk
with
about him.
he was sitting with a rapper and he walked in. He said, "Yo, this dude right here, when he shot somebody, I was there. I seen it." So he get on the rap, he get on the track, and he talk about shooting somebody. I know it's true because I seen it happen. This is like
Like
you
think
could go watch him. He said this like almost
Yeah,
verbatim.
it's
Like,
out there.
but
yeah,
he's talking about somebody else, right? I don't.
he
I'm not.
was he
Yeah,
was
it's a different it's
talking.
a
Another
different rapper.
artist.
It's a different rapper. It's a different rapper.
Yeah, so
Um
Talking about snitching on themselves because it's a
yeah,
lot
he
of.
snitched on himself too.
I
Mm.
can't speak up north, but in the south, it's a lot of court cases with rappers being accused of whatever, and they using lyrics of them 10 years ago up until today,
yeah.
I can say that have basically just about the as they said crack lyrics.
But
Mm.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you listen to like a lot of the old school gangster rappers, they never gave details. They tell you, yo, I did this and I did that. And then the cops will listen to it and be like, he talking about he did something. Who'd he do it to? He ain't say
Mm,
no names.
mm,
Where'd he
mm.
do it at? He ain't say where. You know what I'm saying? What gun did he use? He ain't say what gun he used. So it's like they're like, all right, well, he just talking then. But when you doing it like, yo, Kevin, at the corner store, 9 millimeter, hollow tip points. He was wearing
Right.
Nikes. You know what I'm saying? I looked up at the street camera that was out there. If you look at the camera, if they look at the recording, they see me looking right up after I did it. And then they like, yo, run that tape back. Oh shit, that is him looking up at the camera. That is him standing
Mhm.
over the body. You know what I'm saying? So if you're vague about your crimes, more than likely they can't use the lyrics against you. But it's
And
like
there's
it's
so
just
many
like
cameras out too.
yeah, it's just like what I mean, like it's people, it's rappers that are mad at Vlad for the interviews that come out on Vlad TV, but Vlad ain't telling these rappers to say the stuff that they saying. They talking about, oh, you the informant. How am I the informant if I say, hey man, how's your day? I was great, so I had to go kill this dude this morning. Like he
Yeah,
asked you how
with a
your
mic
day
in my
was,
hand.
and you
Hey,
just
sir.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, how's your day? And you start talking about the murder you committed. Like he's sitting up there like this. Oh shit! I didn't know we was going here. Like I guess keep the camera rolling. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. Like all these guys are doing this stuff. They're rapping about this stuff, and then when the consequences hit them, they sit up there. Oh, what about my right to freedom of speech? All right, you free to speak, but if there's truth in anything you say, there's consequences.
And like you said
There's
back in the
consequences
day,
to
there
everything you
wasn't so
say.
many cameras. You go out and commit crime now,
Yeah.
man. It's ring cameras on your neighbor's door that
Yup.
they could get that. It's cameras on every light pole. I mean, and then you got more
Yeah.
people telling more. More than so. It's crime don't pay, man. Especially
It really
now
don't. Ain't no,
today.
I don't know. I don't know any
And
gangsters that can say they
this is
got a
the biggest
401k.
the biggest snitch in the world for all these criminals. because
I
your
will.
Right.
location is always being sent, and they can always turn your camera on
Right.
and look and see what's going on, especially if it's coming from you. People
You
don't
know what I mean?
understand technology. I love it for what this is. Technology is my best friend, but technology itself has
And that's
made things. I don't want to say difficult, but more complicated and yet less at the same time. You know what I mean?
and just to piggyback off of that, you know what I mean? As technology gets better and better and better,
Hmm.
it's just going to turn into, is it worth committing that crime? Because you're going to
Right.
get caught. It's not even going to be a situation where you sit back and go, I wonder if I can get away with it. You're not going to get away with it. So now you
Right.
got to ask yourself, the only thing you're going to be able to ask yourself is it worth it?
Hmm.
If I commit this crime, I'm getting caught. Is it worth it?
Most of the time, it's
Shout
not.
out to Russ. He tuned into the show. He's posting the comments.
Russell Edwards and he's right about that. He's right about that. That does create a problem is when they're using lyrics that have nothing to do with the crime. But when they using them
Salute, big
lyrics,
cuz.
but when they use them lyrics that actually fit the crime, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like you gotta take what comes with that. But he's right. If they're using the lyrics for stuff that just didn't happen, or it's a crime that happened that the lyrics sound like it may be them. But that's what I mean when I say if you're vague about your crime and you
Oh,
want to
you
put
didn't
you
see
want to
it?
put your
I'm sorry, Mama Val. Here you go. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, he
I
posted
saw
something
that.
that's very profound, and that's the thing because that's why I brought up Jay Z. Like Jay Z, when he talked about his street dealings, he didn't give specifics. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I had the brown paper bag under my magic. Ain't there's no FBI agent that can question that brown paper bag because the only thing they can say, well, what was in it? And
And it's
I doubt he going I doubt he going to say it.
and the
Yeah,
thing is
true. Those self
nowadays
snitches
people
do
are less
deserve
lyrical.
consequences.
Nowadays people are a little less lyrical, so that's
Right.
why
Yeah,
it's so
it ain't
yeah. I
even about
mean, so
lyrics.
They ain't got no choice but to tell it themselves because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. Like,
exactly, they ain't got no way
Exactly.
to give you an innuendo, to give you a
right.
metaphor, to give you,
No,
you
no
know what I
A
simile,
mean?
double
no nothing.
entendre. That's my favorite one.
Exactly,
Double entendres. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You
yo.
good for that,
That's why
guys.
the funny.
You
That's
good
why
for
the funny
those.
part is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
exactly.
why when I be hanging around certain rappers and I tell them straight up when I hear stuff I be like they'll be like yo listen to my new single and I'll be sitting up there listening to it and I just got to tell them I'm like you realize that I'm not a rapper and I could probably put something together in 5 minutes that's better than that.
Mm.
No lyricism, no metaphors, no wordplay, no schemes, no nothing.
One
Just
syllable after one syllable.
this Dr. Seuss rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like cat in the hat, baseball
Sometimes
bat.
Dr. Seuss rap
That
might
is
hit you
that. He lays flat. It's like, yo, like, are you serious with this rap? Are you serious with these lyrics? But I don't want to hurt nobody's
right.
feelings, so I'll be like, I'm gonna let it
Bars.
go. All bars. All bars.
Bars.
All bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely gonna check your music out because I want to check your music out. Like, I'm gonna give a shout
Appreciate
out to
it.
one of my boys, my boy Don Michael Jr. He doing his thing out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like people,
I like I like all his videos. I be watching. I was like,
yo,
yeah,
that's my homie right there.
he
Like
be running like
he out here
crazy.
in these streets
Yeah,
doing his thing, man. Like, you know what I mean? Go listen to his music.
I'm
yeah.
gonna check
Uh,
them out.
Yo, can
yeah,
you
he
holler at him
definitely
for me?
doing it
Because I
big
would
out
love
here.
to have a hip hop summit with him as part of it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, matter of fact, I should be in touch with him at some point tonight.
Good.
But yeah, like he's dope, man. He does a lot of dope music. I think you know what I mean y'all could probably do something too. But yeah, like it's just like the state of hip hop. We just celebrated hip hop's 50th anniversary, and I don't know of. I mean, you can't really name 10 good rappers,
One's on the
not
panel, bro.
mainstream anyway. Not
Okay.
anything mainstream anyway. But like I think all the dopest rappers I've heard are more underground. You know what I mean? Like my boy Don,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like he about to break through though. I feel that coming because the stuff he dropping, I'm just like, damn, like he on his way. But you know what I mean? These mainstream rappers, man, like it's all about getting that dollar and getting out. That's why most of them don't get that play.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I
that's
mean?
the fine line that you got to walk between, pretty much, being relevant and saying
Being
something,
real.
right? Whoa, there you go.
Right.
Mm,
Because I mean, it's like Jay Z said it himself. He said, "What do you say? I used to rap like Talib Kweli. Then I made so and
I
so
want to rhyme
dollars. I
like
ain't rap
Carly
like."
said.
Come on, bro.
But he's
I
still
Come on.
lyrical.
I've been rhyming like common sense.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I
Like,
mean?
like I always, it's. I probably shouldn't do this because it is what it is with hip hop. Like it's changing, and the younger generation that's coming up, they changing it to what they want. But it's like whenever I hear, not really to point him out, but whenever I hear like somebody like a Kodak Black talk disparaging about like Tupac, that's when I'm like, all right, you ain't. I'm like, I already know you don't know your hip hop. You just here for the money. Like you ain't even here to do nothing for the culture.
Right.
And I really I tried my hardest because a lot of my friends, just listen to him, just listen to him. I tried, I really tried, but I just be sitting there and I'm like,
Yeah, you gotta know who you want to listen to if you're in an ignorant mood, and if you want
she
somebody
said
that's
when you in the ignorant mood.
or if you want to listen to something that's actually gonna, speak on some current events, like
Right.
us. I don't like people who are with the gimmicks, are always doing social stunts and stuff to be in our faces rather than presenting talent. And there's a few females that's just in our faces right now, and it's very aggravating because and blogs and stuff, they just picking up people and presenting us stuff to us so they could get their check. And it's like this is not, you know, what talent is. Y'all just promoting people that y'all think people want to see. And it's so easy for them to be popular like Ice Spice. I cannot stand her. You got Chloe Bailey, right? And then her sister. And then they
I
got the other
mean,
girl that's made about to be the Black Tinkerbell. And it's like these are all females.
Whoa. I'm sorry to cut you off, Calvin, but did you just say gimmick rappers? You
Yes.
don't like gimmick rappers?
Nikki is not a gimmick rapper.
Nikki is not a gimmick rapper, bruh.
I
Nikki,
seen that was
Nikki
hold up. You brought up Nikki, and I gotta ask. Did
is
y'all just hear the
actually
new joint that
good.
she just
That's what I'm
dropped?
saying.
Did you hear that new joint when she got it made?
Yup. She
I
said
was
she
just
don't
ain't
mess
heard
serious.
with
nothing new
horses.
from her.
That's
It's
Christopher
Say
Reeve.
Christopher Reeve. Yo,
That's
Nikki,
talent.
Nikki got on it, bro. Like I'm
That's
like,
talent. That's
yo,
not a gimmick. That's
yo,
But
shout out to
she
DJ
also has
Academics.
super
DJ
hard.
Academics dropped that joint, and I was like, wait, what? Nikki this who? And I went right to it. I put that joint on, and I was
yup.
sitting there listening at work, like,
She dissed
She
yo.
somebody. Who she dissed?
she
She
dissed
just Meg the
Meg,
Stallion.
she dissed Cardi. She said all the body
She got at
photos.
him.
She said, why would you
She got
post
at him.
those? Like all that. Like
You
She
gotta
let
know.
it be
She
known.
also has stupid hoe. Yeah, have you all heard that song?
Thank you.
that's an ignorant song. You gotta know what you want to listen to.
Thank you.
It's more than
Thank you.
ignorant. It's extremely badly
Russell Edwards,
written.
you're right. Russell Edwards is
It
right.
was about Lil
Um,
Kim. She wasn't lying.
She should. You know, Kim is.
Whoa.
Come on,
Whoa.
if you
Whoa.
hold
want to
up,
come at
hold
Lil
up.
Kim,
Whoa.
you gotta do that correct. You can't do that with
Whoa.
no BC song like that. That ain't
Wait,
come
wait, wait, wait,
on.
wait, 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 wait. Hold on. What we talking about Lil Kim for?
She
Cause
did
Stupid
she
Hoe was about Lil Kim.
And that's the
Or Rem-
worst song.
Yeah,
One of the worst songs I ever heard with my own two ears.
yeah, but at the same
uh,
time, though, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be very unpopular. Kim stopped being nice since Biggie stopped writing her raps.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's not talent. She's a
yeah.
gimmick. She got put in our
She
faces.
Biggie told her, Biggie told her, sex sells for you, and he
There
wrote
is no
everything she
Nicki
said.
Minaj without Lil Kim. No,
that's true
Nicki
Facts,
too.
Minaj pretty much
facts.
took her whole swag and drip to the poster that they got where she crouched down and all that,
But hold
talking
up,
Hey,
about
though.
being
But hold
sexualized and
on,
all
hold
that.
on, hold on. I gotta say this stuff. There would be
Okay,
no there would be no Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Mama Val, would you tell them if there was no Foxy?
Foxy who?
Foxy Brown.
Foxy and
Wait,
Lil
hold on,
Kim
wait,
come
hold on,
out.
hold on,
They
hold
like
on.
to.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Lil Kim came out before Foxy
No,
Brown. What you talking
I
about?
am Foxy Brown. I'm talking about Foxy
Oh,
Brown. Foxy
you
Brown.
talking
Oh,
about Pam Grier? He talking about
Oh,
Pam Grier.
Pam
He on a whole
Grier.
nother wave. He on
Oh,
another
no,
wave
no,
right
no.
now.
She inspired all these young rappers to be the next Pam Grier. I'm sorry.
That's
She put the body
fine.
out there.
But
That
but hold on,
okay.
sincerity, she put
And you
that
could
out there.
pay homage and respect and
yeah, I was
admit
about to
that
say
somebody
that's
that you like their style, that you love them because that's who you had to look up to. But you can't say that
here's what
won't
I'll
be
say.
her if she went further than her. She didn't help her
Here's
in
what
nothing.
here's what I would like to say about the whole Nicki and Kim thing. Nikki paid homage to Kim. Even Jadakiss acknowledged it. Every time she was asked about Kim, she did nothing but pay homage to her. Kim is one that inspired me. Kim is that she's the queen, like this, that, and the third. She always gave it up to Kim. And then somewhere along the line, Kim just she taking shots. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? She ain't taking no shots. And that's when she decided, like, I'm not even gonna come back at her. I'm gonna just keep doing me. And then when she did the interview with Angie Martinez, that's when it just came out. And she was like, well, when she dropped music, then I'll acknowledge it. And that was the whole thing. And she said it. She said if it wasn't, she said first it was Foxy, then it was Eve, which is correct. Because she came at Foxy, she came at Eve. She said, now it's just my turn. She's like, but she never got no music when she coming at nobody, which is fact. She came at Foxy, she ain't had no music out. She came at Eve, she ain't had no music out. She came at Nikki, she ain't had no music out. Every time she got at Remy, she ain't had no music out. All four of these ladies had music out when she got at them, and she ain't had nothing to back hers up. All she did was drop freestyles.
In the book.
Factual. Yeah, in the book. So you know what I mean? But Kim, but Nikki always paid homage to Kim. It's just after a while you just look at it and go like, how much more can I say about you and you still coming at me? Like I'm
She
good.
kicked
I'm
it
gonna
off. This is called her the old. She was like, she the old one. I'm the new. Pass the
but
crown
that was
down.
after
She was like,
but
what's
that
she
was
talking
after
about? We
Kim
still
came at
putting out
her.
music.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like Nikki didn't say anything until she just got tired of Kim constantly saying so. The biggest thing was when she went to the Breakfast Club, when her and Fendi went to the Breakfast Club, and Fendi said what he said, and now look at him now. But Kim was on there. Oh, you gotta see when she was a young chick before she got on and before she got all glamorous and bit my style and all this other stuff. She was going off on Nikki, and Nikki hadn't said a word about her. And then Kim kept being all vague, talking about something. Y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Okay, well, you saying this, but Nikki said it didn't happen. So what we got to go on? We need to
There's
see
a lot
something.
of stories about. There's a lot of stories about Nicki Minaj being a horrible person behind the scene. So I'm gonna go with that.
Well, I look at it
A
like this.
lot
If
of
you think
stories.
about it,
Yeah, it is a lot. It's
I
a
think
lot.
the whole homage conversation, first of all, is stupid. Because if you're gonna pay homage, you pay homage to the first. That would be Roxanne, right?
Ah,
What is this? You gotta hit this person and that person because this was the first to do it. This is the first that did it sexy. This is the first that rap dirty. This okay. I wouldn't pay homage to nobody either.
mm,
How about this? I'm the person that made the record. That's just my opinion. I mean, I think that's a stupid conversation and it's getting worse instead of better because the younger they get, the more they go, I don't give a damn what she did. I ain't that's been.
and that goes to the respect factor of the ones that come before you, though. Like
Mm,
the younger the generation, the less respect they actually have for the
I,
ones
I
that
don't
paved the
think
way.
less respect. I think like if you said salt and pepper,
Mm.
I
go
can do
ahead, go
that.
ahead with it.
Hush
Go
it.
ahead with it.
Then you just
Hush
saying
it.
I'm paying homage to the women that came before me. But it's getting so this person feel like this person didn't mention them. Trina said I was the first did it. Nancy. Kim said no, it was me. Shut up. Everybody
Well,
making music now. Men don't do that. Men don't. I
no,
mean, they give. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. You're right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
So okay, men
Yeah,
Look
don't
I
at
do
said you're right.
that.
that.
I said you're right. I said you're right. I said you're right.
But men
Oh
don't
shoot.
do that. So why should women have to keep saying I didn't? She didn't pay respect. You don't hear Jay Z saying whoever is the newest rapper didn't pay respect to me. That's stupid because the first rapper
Well, I
wasn't
would
Jay
say
Z.
I would say that they do it to a lesser extent and they do it differently. Like the way the men do it is they just keep it on wax. Like if two rappers got a situation, they just go to the records. With the
Yep.
women, and I've said this many times. I feel like the state of hip hop, especially on the men's side, is so weak. I'm like, yo, Cardi, Nicki, Meg,
Well,
a couple. Hold on, a couple other people, a couple other female rappers. I'm like, if y'all just put that petty stuff to the side, this is a moment in history that Salt and Pepper didn't get, Queen Latifah didn't get, MC Light didn't get, Yo Yo didn't get. all those female rappers that we look up, that we look to from before, they didn't get this opportunity. And the opportunity I'm talking about is the females now more than ever have a chance to put their stamp on hip hop and basically be the face of it. Because there's so much trash rap that comes from the men's side, and there's actually decent rap from the female side. I think Cardi, I'll give you the best example I can give you. Motorsport. Migos featuring Cardi and Nicki. I never thought that was a Migos song. I thought that was Nicki Minaj featuring Cardi B and the Migos, because they had the best verses on that song.
Well,
Nicki had the best verse, Cardi had the next verse, and the
Cardi.
Migos was trash,
Okay.
straight garbage.
They make a big deal about writing their raps. Cardi don't write her raps. That's why they're differentiating the two between Nicki being real hip hop and Cardi being a gimmick. If you're not
Yeah.
writing, you're supposed to be delivering your experience in life. If you're not writing your stuff, you're just, what are you?
Well,
Tell
Tell
you
that
know,
to Safari. Tell that to Safari.
Yeah, we
so you
supposed to be writing Nicki stuff.
you think
I'm
Safari
just
wrote all
saying.
Nicki raps? You think Safari wrote
What?
But
all Nicki
Safari
raps?
ain't got a career. Safari ain't nowhere right now.
Because he
Well,
doesn't have
in my
he
opinion,
doesn't have
neither is
surgery.
Nicki.
Please.
That's
Hold
my
on.
opinion.
Oh wait. So Ms. Val, you think Safari wrote all Nicki raps?
I think it's a
I,
good chance.
I'm just being honest to say not all, but I think a
Okay,
lot of them.
okay. I
And
would,
I think,
'cause-
but at the same time, I think um Cardi now writes her own. I don't
well,
know. I'm not there, but I don't think it's fair to keep saying that when you really don't know.
Yeah,
I look at
it's
it
all
like
a
this.
matter of guesswork.
I get what you're saying. I look at it like this with Nicki. Because when those rumors came out that Safari was writing all her raps, I was like, damn, if that's true, that's jacked up. But if you think about it, he ain't been around for a few years now, and Nicki still, her pen is on point since day one, and it ain't
Well,
changed. She still giving you that she giving you that work on wax. So I look at the consistency. So
okay.
did he maybe write a hook for her? Maybe gave her some lines? Sure. But look what she's doing with her pen, and look what he's doing with his pen. Now we can say,
Well,
hey, well, Nikki is Nikki, and Safari ain't really her. Like you just said, he ain't got no surgery. But at the same time, he's on Love and Hip Hop. Cardi got her start on Love and Hip Hop, so he got the platform to get his music out there. But and is anybody checking for it?
but you
But it's
named two
also
women.
delivery. Also
Huh?
delivery. Maybe he don't have the stage presence or the
That's what I'm
delivery.
saying.
I
Like
don't
his
know. I'm
that,
just
that's
saying.
what that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, because it's something that's not getting him across, but it's something that got her across, because even before the surgery, like if you look at her videos, everybody's like, "Yo, she the next hot thing coming up." The
And
Well,
way she
Cardi
spit
B is
also,
her
then to
personality.
now is pretty much it. She just evolved. That's all she did was evolve.
the male rap game might be a little off balance because a lot of the men writing for the girls now. So
I mean, that's
Some of
true
the
for
males
some of
are
the
writing for the
females.
Good
males.
point.
I
There
mean,
you go.
Cardi,
I was about to say
Yeah.
that
Yeah, like
same thing,
Drake.
Miss Val. I was about to say that same thing. Yeah, I was
Like
about to
of
say the
course
same
Drake.
thing.
yeah,
Cardi ghostwriter is a man. I mean,
Mm.
Yeah,
allegedly. That's
yeah.
the part we
no,
just
we
don't
know
know.
who it is. We know
Oh
him.
no.
Yeah, she come out and
Miss
admitted
Allegedly,
to it.
Val, Miss Val,
allegedly.
Miss Val. I hate to be the one to say it, but she right. It's always been revealed that she got mad writers on her CDs. She got
Yeah,
mad
she come out
writers.
and admitted it.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I think I think that's going to be where the future is. They write
that everybody writes each other's
Beyonce by
stuff.
all
Yeah,
her songs. I think it ain't going to matter. It's the writer can't get on the stage and perform it.
there you
And
go.
I
There you
really
go.
don't care. I really don't
Hmm.
care. Now I live
Yeah,
in the South. I really don't care. Now I
yeah.
love
Because I mean,
Northern rap, but I live in the South. I'm used to all rap. Okay,
yeah.
I really don't
But
care.
and that's the thing, because if you think about it, how many of us care that Whitney Houston never wrote a lyric?
That's what I'm saying. Beyonce don't write.
Like, I mean,
We
but
know that.
credit to, I will say this though, credit to Beyonce. I have to give credit where credit's due to Beyonce. She wrote Destiny Child's albums. She wrote those.
Yeah, she
That
did.
that was on TV. She was writing that stuff. That was on TV. Like she
So,
wrote all their hits.
I mean,
what
she
about
writes a
But
Okay,
once
I
little
she
didn't
bit,
know
but
but
that.
she
once she
brings
got
people.
on, she got a team together to help her write those lyrics.
The
But
dream.
Because
as
you're
far
not
as Destiny
expected.
Child,
Yes.
You're not
like
expected for singers to write anything. I mean, the talent is
yeah, true,
that
true.
voice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So the fact that Beyonce could hit them notes and Whitney could hit them notes, I think that's the differential. Pretty much when you rapping, you just talking. So it's like you can't write and talk, like you know what I'm saying. So it's a little more. I don't
because it's
know.
like think about the down. If you think about the downfall of NWA, it started because Cube was like, "Yo, hold up, I wrote everything. I should get extra money for. I should get writing
Right.
credits."
You wrote for
And when
him
they
and
felt, when they
Easy.
told him what they say to him, what you gonna do? Go solo? And he was like, yeah.
Mm.
and he wrote No Vaseline, like
Right.
destroyed NWA.
Yo,
Well,
that was
NWA
funny.
still was popping.
They was
The
popping,
Niggas
but
for
not
Life
as not
album
not
was
as much
still
not as much
popping.
as after No Vaseline though. Once he dropped No Vaseline, whoo, oh my God, it was game over. But he proved it.
Mm,
He was like, yo, give me my
Niggas for
credit,
Life
and
was a
also
big
when you give me
album.
my credit, give me the
And,
check that comes with it. like, and
You were
then
saying, guys?
then.
Because y'all was talking at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. What would you say?
no, I was saying Niggas for Life was a big album after No
Oh
Vaseline.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, he
Oh yeah,
didn't
yeah,
destroy
well,
them, but this definitely was a very impactful song. I definitely to this day one of the best disc records to date.
Besides hit him up.
Hit him
Yeah,
up.
right.
Yeah.
like,
OMG.
Yeah, that's definitely another one of them.
It's gonna
like
be the
hit him
Oh,
number
up was
one
just.
best record of all time because he just went
man. He
Can
said,
I
don't
all
can
worry,
I
your
ask a
man's
in.
got
question
sickle
since we on
cell.
disc records? Can I ask a question since we on disc records?
What's up?
I just want to ask one question since we on disc records. I gotta know. I gotta
Mhm.
know. Ether or Takeover?
Who's that,
Wow.
Because
Nas and who?
I'll tell
You
you. No,
gonna put
I'm
me on the
talking.
spot?
I'm gonna ask which one
Oh,
did y'all like better. I'll tell you which one I like better.
I ain't
I
gonna.
like Takeover better.
I
I,
like Takeover beat better. I
right.
like
I
the
like the beat, but
delivery.
Ether's lyrics was
Yeah, it's just
beat
that beat. I don't
takeover.
really like the Ether beat
Lyric
to be honest.
Ether. I have to
So
go that way.
which one would you go with though? If you had to choose one, which one would you go with?
I would have to go with Ether because of the
Ether.
lyrics. I'm a lyric person. I'm a very lyrical person, and
But but see, that's my thing though, because I take Takeover because Takeover was factual.
right. I
Everything,
get
No,
that.
if you listen to
oh,
Ether, everything Nas said in Ether was like
Right.
emotional. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he said,
well,
he
I
said you
don't know.
stole. I think about it. Everything Jay Z said in Takeover was factual. You know what I'm saying? Like
according to who though?
according to everything you can research right now. When he said that's what he said about his albums. He said one was the other one was Illmatic. That's one hot album every 10-year average. He
That's an
talked about
opinion.
yeah, but at the same time, if you look at sales though, it's factual because he talked about
Well,
the drop
that's
off of
one verse.
success. But no, what I'm saying is he talked about the drop off. He had Illmatic, classic, 5 mics, sold a lot. Then he had what's the next one? The
Still
one where
matter.
I if I no, the one with if I ruled the world on it. Is it I am?
I am.
I
That's
Is it
what I
am.
was
I am?
about to
I
say.
am.
Yeah, I am. That was hot. And then he dropped Nostradamus.
Nasty,
Complete complete fall off. Now here's
sorry.
another
It's
fact.
still
Here,
opinion because some people might love
oh,
that
it's still
album.
opinion. But
Right,
what
right.
Jay wasn't speaking to whether the people felt like it was good or bad. He was speaking to, yeah, you
Sales.
sold 2 million on your first album, you sold 1 million on your second, and your third you bricked with 500,000. That's what he was talking about. You dropped off. Meanwhile, I'm still going up. Like I don't have a drop off. That's what Jay was saying.
Well,
Then
Kingdom
when he
Come, he
told,
kind of dropped. But Kingdom Come,
but
he
then
dropped that one time.
wait,
I love
what?
that
Which
album.
album?
Kingdom
Wait,
Come.
what album? Kingdom
Kingdom
Come.
Come. Yeah.
It sold 4 million.
Yeah, but it's one of the lowest selling albums he did too.
You can't say that after you pass a million. It don't matter. Once you pass a million, you
Hey,
can't say
hey,
it's a drop
hey,
off.
hey. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite albums too. Don't get it twisted. I love Jay Z. Don't get me. Don't get this. I'm just saying. As far as his caliber of where he All his albums have been. Thank you, Darius. You actually put me on a Jay-Z. Shut up. Anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right?
He
But
in the other
understand.
he in the other room listening to DMX
I'm getting
every
next
day,
all
all
day.
morning. I
Yes,
love DMX, but I'm like, God damn. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
bro, can you throw me a bone here? Like, damn, how many times I
No,
gotta listen to him barking?
no. You gotta listen. Yeah. I'm that guy. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, bro, can I get something else? Like, give me
yeah, but
something from
didn't
Brooklyn.
Jay Z didn't like DMX either, right?
Now,
Huh?
I told you a story about that. Jay-Z actually came out and said, like, they had a rap battle one time. The one rap battle that they had, he said it was so close.
Oh, but
Now, please.
everybody that was there said that Jay got it though.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that battle was so close. He's like, I just won that. Literally, he said, I just won that.
Yeah, because
He
they
said,
like
he said DMX
they
was
said
one of the most
they said
dangerous.
they said
dangerous.
before reasonable doubt, Jay was a monster battling people. He was just running up to everybody, just battle. He battled LL. He said he found out where L was, and when L came out of the studio, he was right there battling. L didn't even know he was in a battle.
Mm,
Like Dame Dash told that story. He was like, "Yo, L didn't even know he was battling somebody." He
no,
came right out the studio, and Jay was sitting there on the step waiting for him. And as soon as
my
he came out, he
favorite,
walked right up and just started dropping it.
But
my
when you talk
favorite
about
battle rapper.
facts, it's like what he said. He said Rockefeller. We named just joined after Rockefeller. That was the end of their chapter. Then they dudes died from AIDS, and that's all facts. Like
Yeah, that's
you
facts.
can't say that
And that's
Ether
what
was
he chose to name the
100%
company after.
opinion. It's not
Yeah.
true.
But that's the only fact, and it's an irrelevant fact. Like who
No,
cares
he
who they
also
named it
said
after?
something about him running up in his building. He got chased in his building, and he called him up.
That's
We don't know if that's true or not.
That's
That's
what
what
hold
I'm
up,
saying. They both
hold
had
up.
that type of stuff in those disc records.
But here's the thing, though. He said that, and then everybody was like, "We don't know what he's talking about." Everybody that was around, but here's something that Jay said that was factual. He said,
Oh
"I'm the
my,
one that showed you your first tech with Large Professor." He said that, and Nas acknowledged it. He said you. He said you. He said you. You listened from your folks' pad and scribbled your life. Everybody said Nas wasn't in the streets like that.
you know
If
another
you
crazy
she
one.
brought she brought she brought up a legend. Miss Val brought up a legend. Roxanne Shante. Or Roxanne Chantel. She brought up a legend. She's the one that put Nas on. If you watch if you
I
watch
didn't
her
know that.
documentary, if you watch her documentary, at the end of it, in the beginning, it's a little boy that keeps saying, like, check my lyrics, check my lyrics. She's like, oh, those is garbage, those is garbage. And at the end, he said, yo, I got something for you. And she said, let me hear it. And he spit for her, and she was like, oh, okay. And then she said, yo, little Nasir, you got skills on you. That was him in the beginning. And he was trying to impress her. And at the end, he finally impressed her. And then she dropped his name and said, yo, little Nasir, you on your way. She's the one that put him on.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like he was never really outside. Everybody said when he was young, he was never out in the streets like that. He wasn't really allowed to be outside. Nas even acknowledges that. So it's like when he said you witnessed from your folks' pad and scribbled your life. Everything you wrote, you saw. You didn't participate in. Everything Jay wrote, he participated in for the most part. I ain't trying to allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't,
Thank you.
you know what I mean. I don't want this to go nowhere, and then all of a sudden
Thank
somebody
you.
knocking at Jay. I don't want nobody knocking at Jay door, and Jay knocking on my door. Like,
Mm,
yo, what you over there talking for?
Yes, sir. He just
So
put out God did. He did a
Really?
whole lot of
Really? You
talking
don't
in
want
that
Jay to
song.
knock at your door? Really? Is that what you said? You don't want Jay to knock at your door?
That's
I mean, not for
hilarious.
that reason. Not for that reason. Not for
I
that
want
reason. I've been in. Listen. Oh, listen.
Hopefully this
Listen.
podcast gets that big, right?
I, listen. I'm 42 years old. I'm 42 years old, and I can honestly say that I've done some pretty amazing things in my 42 years on this planet. And one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do was be in the same room as a Jay-Z. And that was at the 4040
Me
Club in New
too.
York when it first opened. I was there when it opened up, and he was right there. So I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Me too. Me
I
too.
wouldn't want Jay to knock on my door talking about some, yo, what you over here talking for? I'd rather him come to my door and be like, yo, what's up, my man? How you doing? Let's do business. I want him to do that. I don't want him knocking on my door about what I just said.
Yeah, because you're gonna send somebody else to knock on your door. It won't be him.
Yeah. It
mm.
ain't gonna be him.
It probably won't be him.
That's
You
fine.
know who's gonna be? Hold up. You know who's gonna be? It's
Pow
gonna be. It's gonna
pow.
be. It's gonna be no. It's gonna be Memphis Bleak. I don't want that issue.
Well,
they
be
said.
clear.
They said.
If he don't bring Beyonce, we gonna have a problem. That's
I'm just
all I'm
saying.
gonna say.
I don't want Memphis Bleak knocking on my door. They said Bleak be in them streets getting busy. I'm like, I'm good.
Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
No, it's not alleged because Bleak said it himself. Bleak already said it himself. So, and we ain't got to put the alleged on that. Bleak said it. He be in them streets getting busy. I'm good. I don't need him knocking on the door. He ain't talking.
One of my
But
favorites is definitely Cassidy.
Punchline artist of the
Cassidy,
year.
Yes,
Cassidy was
as far
just
as battle rappers go. But
Punchline
one
artist of the
person,
century.
whoa.
what?
As far as battle rap,
Yeah,
you Cassidy?
yeah.
You mean tragedy?
No, man. One person I was surprised by was 50 Cent when him and Ja Rule was going at it. I ain't know
Oh,
50
I don't
Cent
care
could
about
rap
them
like
two.
that.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
Those
that
two were
type of battle
terrible.
rapping? I got you.
So they
Oh.
terrible.
You talking about industry? You talking about Cassidy against
Yeah,
Freeway? All right.
All
Because you know what
right.
I'm talking about. You know where I'm
yeah.
going with
You
it.
talking about Math Hoffa and
Yeah, my homies like Math is my
Disaster and
boy.
all
You
them
know what I'm
type of
saying? Yeah. I thought that's what you was talking about. That's why I said, wait, what? Like we going to
niggas.
dismiss Murder Mook? We going to dismiss Loaded
Right.
Lux? You know what I mean? I mean, my boy conceded. Like we
How
can't
y'all feel
dismiss
about that
them.
Drake diss? That Drake versus Meek Mill.
Weak Mill? Ain't nobody worrying about Weak Mill.
Whew.
Oh,
Yo, Drake.
she called
I,
them weak bills.
Listen, Charlemagne said it best. He said, if you didn't respect Drake before that disc came out, you definitely respect him now because he kept it hip hop.
Yes, he
Like
did.
when Meek was talking about sending the Dream Chasers to Toronto to get him, Drake was like, I ain't even gonna go in that direction. I'm gonna keep it on rap, and they gonna play my song in the clubs that you in. How about that one?
Right.
Because you know
Make
what I
a
mean. Like
little, make money off of it.
Meek got into a fight in a club in Philly because they played back to back.
Yeah, I
He
see.
told the DJ turn that off, and the DJ was like, "Yo, somebody requested it. Like I gotta play it." And they tried to jump the DJ because they played
Yo.
it. He's like, "Yo, like you mad?" That like the thing about it is, if you in that situation, either leave the club or vibe out to it. The best thing you can do is vibe out to it because when people see you sweat because the song come on, when you start doing that, getting all emotional, that's when people are, damn, Drake got him. But if you sitting up there like, yo, that joint hot, that's when people be like, oh, you like that? Yeah, that joint hot. He got that one. I'm gonna get him though.
Be
That's
right
when
back.
people be like, oh, all right, Meek. Now you gotta
You
follow up
knew he
though.
couldn't get him.
Yeah, he never got him.
Nah, he didn't want no more of that. He certainly didn't want no more of that.
Yeah,
Like
he was
I
Tamika
remember
Mills after that.
what's the song on his other album where he came at Meek? He said how you let the ghost writing rumors turn you into a ghost or something to that effect. I forgot what song that was though. Oh, no smoke. No
Oh,
smoke.
Free Smoke.
Yeah. Free smoke. When he said that verse, I was like, damn, he's still messing with me. Like, I was like, damn, he never gonna let this go. And I mean, eventually he did, but it was still one of those
Yeah.
things where it had died down, and it's like Drake turned to 50 Cent because you know 50 don't let nothing go. 50 ain't never letting that go with Ja Rule.
Oh, somebody went out.
To a Ja Rule concert, and then when Ja Rule comes out to perform, it's empty.
Mhm.
He bought all the tickets to the show, and then the Ja Rule comes out and there's nobody there.
Hey, baby.
That's petty.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
petty. But
it's
that's how I
hilarious
felt
too.
about Drake. Yeah, it is. But that's how I felt about Drake. I was like, damn, Drake, you not gonna let it die? You not gonna let it go? Like y'all not
He
cool for real,
shouldn't
for real?
have, because they were supposed to be friends, and then all of a sudden you just pop up talking about
The
his nigga
ghostwriting
ghostwriting.
rumors.
Like, I don't even know how that started. From what I know, it started from him just putting him out there as a ghostwriter. It's like, then he do your Amen song when he was bigger than you. Then he helped him out. just by being,
Yeah,
you
they was
know what
all
I'm saying?
Yeah,
family.
Like,
he
did
said he not
you
It,
try to
it,
was.
it
bury him?
started.
He said
It,
he wasn't sure that what it was that made him mad.
Nah, hold on, because I got a little bit of I got the timeline on that whole
Mhm,
thing. What
mhm.
ended up happening was Meek asked Drake to promote his
that's
album,
it.
and Drake couldn't do it because Drake was on tour and he couldn't do it. Meek wanted him to do it on the tour, and he's like, yo, let me get with you later. Let me wrap up this tour. I'm at the tail end of it. Let me wrap it up. And Meek
Hmm.
was like, yo, promote it now. He was like, I can't right now. Like, let me finish this up and I'll get with you when you do it. And that's when Meek tweeted what he tweeted.
Yo,
And he called Drake a bitch
like
and
I
this, that, and the third. And
said,
Drake
you
saw
Meek
it and he was like,
Mill.
what the hell?
That's
Yeah,
Meek
like
Mill.
he said, he said
Meek
weak.
Mill.
Tamika Mills. That's what I
But
used to call him.
yeah, but
Wow.
that's what happened. Because Drake didn't jump up and do what he wanted,
Mhm,
he went on to he took the Twitter. That's why Twitter fingers, he turned
mm,
trigger fingers to Twitter fingers. That's what he said. And that's where it came from. Because Meek he went right to Twitter. And then it hit Drake's radar. And it was like, yo, Drake went right in the studio. As soon as he dropped that, he went right to the studio. Then he did Charged Up. And everybody's like, oh, Drake coming at Meek. And then the very next night, he
mm.
dropped back to back. And then it was over. And then, Meek said he had something, he had a clip in the chamber. And then he got Funk Master Flex in trouble because Funk Master Flex jumped out the window with it because he's like, yo, at 3 o'clock, tune in. I'm dropping that new Drake disc, Meek Mills, exclusive. 3 o'clock came and nothing happened. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing happened. 3 o'clock came and nobody heard no Drake disc, no nothing. And everybody clown Flex and then everybody clown Meek because they was like, yo, where did this at? So it was just crazy. That was a crazy time for that situation.
Well,
But back to back was dope.
Val, how'd you feel about it?
How I feel about what?
How'd you
I'm
feel about
playing
the
with my
show together?
grandbaby. I'm sorry.
How'd you feel about the show altogether?
How did I feel about what?
The show, how did you like being on the show? Because I'm about to wrap up some ass.
Oh, okay.
Any
I
final
thought it was
thoughts?
okay. I think your friend took over too much. Um I
Who?
think you and I think but I
Oh,
think it was a
that's
good
my
topic.
brother.
It, that's your partner?
That's my brother.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hi, brother. All right, hi, brother. What's your brother's name?
It's
What's your
Darius.
They call me
So we
Doc
call
on
him
here, but
Doc.
it's Darius.
Hey, Darius.
How
Okay.
you
I
doing?
guess he can get that then.
Uh,
But I thought it was good, and I liked it veered off and different
came back.
direction.
Right, all right. Uh, Hey, Carmen, you got anything you want to say? I know one thing. You keep dipping off this screen. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout for a week or two.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. I mean, you know where I'm gonna
Wow.
be.
For,
Wow, the
I
loyalty.
mean, all right.
Okay. You got any final thoughts now? Because I gotta wrap it up right fast. I've actually been invited on another podcast later on today.
um,
Interestingly enough. So yeah.
I was like, it's always good to get different perspectives and everything like that. I appreciate Miss Val for coming on because I'm not coming at your age none, but I'm just gonna say you from the old school, and I always want
I
to give respect
am.
to the
I
old
am.
school from the old guard. You know what I mean? So
That's
and then
right.
and you from down south, I respect the South. I respect my
Live,
my,
Nah,
my
she from
elders
up
in the
live,
here.
South.
live in the
She lives
South.
down south. She's from up here.
Get that
Oh,
right.
I know,
I'm
I
I'm
know, I
from
know.
New
I did
Jersey.
my research. I did my research. I did
Okay.
my research.
Okay.
I'm just saying you down there right now. I did my research though, and so I always want to extend that, that respect. You know what I mean?
And Darius,
So
Darius, Val Piper on Facebook. Don't
I
make me
got you.
come looking
He
for
tagged
you.
me.
Don't make me come looking for you. Because I do come home plenty of, well, I'm going to start coming more often.
Darius,
we need you to
Aunt
come up and
Val,
see everybody.
Darius.
Yep, yep, yep. I don't care about
Hey, how you
everybody.
doing?
And my
Shalom, mister.
grandson.
How
What's
you
up?
doing, grandson?
Miss you, little cousin. Love you.
I only got one, so he just buy everything. So he butt in when
Oh,
he
so
feel like
so
it.
you get spoiled then. That's what's up.
Definitely does. Definitely does.
All right, then. I'll see y'all in Jersey then.
All right, I'll see
All
you.
right, take care. We'd love to have you up here.
All right, and don't forget Val Piper.
I'm gonna get you as soon as I go on Facebook because he tagged me in the status with you. So I'm gonna get you.
I appreciate that.
All right, I love you, Aunt Val. You have a good night.
And I
Shalimar,
love
you
you
take
too.
care.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all be good. Bye
All
bye.
right,
All right, take care.
Connie, you just got ready for work. I saw the shirt already.
Yeah.
I saw that reflective service. Like, is that one of those old vests? Yeah, that's one of them.
I have a
Yeah.
question for you,
What's
Dane.
up? What's up?
I meant to call you earlier. I got so busy at work I couldn't call you earlier.
What's up?
I sent you a couple of things.
Yeah, I saw them.
Did you watch them?
You didn't show you that I watched them?
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I saw them.
There was one in particular that you asked me for
I saw
that
it.
I gave you,
I
and then
saw it.
I reached out to you because I was like, did you watch it? What's your thoughts?
I watched it. I gotta watch it again because the first walkthrough I was like, and then I was like, all right. I just had to play it. I didn't like. I was playing the game, bro. You can't. You know when I'm in game mode, I played it in the
I
background.
mean,
I was playing the game.
it's been a minute.
I gotta watch it again. I haven't watched it again. I gave
Like
it
I'm talking
time.
about
Like I listened to
the
it.
one thing,
I,
the most
I know
important
which one
one.
you're talking about. I know which
The
one you're
most
talking
important one
about.
is the chicken New York. New York, that's the one I wanted you
I listened to
because
it.
you asked me for it.
I listened to it, and then but I was playing the game while I was listening. Like, damn, that's all right. I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna have to listen to this again later. But you know, with my ADHD, I have to get to it when I get to it. I gotta get the motivation to go do that. Like, I'm shocked I'm doing this show still right now. But yeah, I gotta get ready for another show that I'm about to be on. The girl, Freaky Deep, the chat on Facebook. We got she invited me on our podcast. You might know her, Snacks. She was on our show.
Yeah, I know he's a mom.
Yeah, she invited me on her podcast, so I'm going to be on there tonight at 8 o'clock, and
All right.
it's going to be weird to be the guest because I'm not going to be like, hold up, slow down. Now I got to be like,
Hey.
but you know, I appreciate the fact that we'll be out there. I don't. I think it's supposed to be. I think she's live streaming on Facebook. If I remember correctly. So
I'll check it out if I get a chance to.
yeah, definitely, and spread the word. And everybody watching, I am now at 71 subscribers again because 2 people left and 1 person came back, or 1 person joined. So I'm happy. But we are just 29 subscribers away from someone receiving $100 gift card.
Yeah, I'm about to unsubscribe when we get to 99.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe back on.
It's too late. Yeah, I already know you're a subscriber.
Y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to my brother's channel, man. We getting lit on here.
Yeah, and I think 2 weeks time we will be back. Next week I want to have
Next week?
No, next week I'm on hopefully on like a Wednesday afternoon or something, or Friday. Next Friday I want to have like a meeting with the both of you and we can go over what we want to talk about. The follow on us. I think that'll be the 18th. Yeah, that'll be the 18th.
All right.
Because you know what comes after that. WrestleMania. So that's going to be streamed. I don't care what you say. You're on that live stream. If you try to not to be on that live stream,
it's going to be impossible.
Why you got to be at Vera?
I'll be at WrestleMania.
What?
Yeah, I'll be at WrestleMania. Yeah, it's going down.
So yeah, like I was saying, had to put him in timeout real quick. Damn that. What you mean
you gonna put me backstage though? Hey, I was trying to look for tickets, and then I figured they were too high. But then my homie on the West Coast was like, "Yo, I got an extra ticket if you just catch a plane, come out." So yeah.
Oh, here Geist came back. Hold on. I don't know what happened.
Phone died on me.
Oh, well, we're about to wrap up. Is there anything you want to say to the people, promotions, any upcoming shows that might be coming out in the next album?
Um, yeah, pretty much just check me out on YouTube. I'm pretty much putting everything together. Like I said, I'm not good with like I just put up a something on Spotify. Check me out on TikTok. I got some stuff on TikTok.
It
What
definitely
else
does.
is out there? Instagram. Check me out on Instagram. Everything is Geistwar, all one word. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't got any
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
shows
reach
off.
out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
definitely reach out to you because I want to check that music out. You know what I mean? And like I said, I want to check your music out because maybe you and my boy Don, y'all can probably link up and do something. Like, it's like he killing
Definitely.
it right now. Shout out to my boy Don Michael right there. You know what I'm
I look
saying? Like,
forward to collabing with anybody that especially if you say you're nice. I'm definitely looking forward to collabing with him. I'm gonna
yeah,
check.
he
You
got the
said
studio and
what's his
everything.
Dom
Don
Michael
Michael,
Jr.
Don Michael
Yeah,
Jr.
you've
Yeah,
seen his
yeah.
videos. You've seen his videos.
DON
Don, yeah,
N.
Like
Okay.
The Dom, the Dom Michael King. You seen his videos on
yeah.
Facebook?
He's dope.
I guarantee you have, because
Hmm.
they're hilarious. You know the
You know what I'm
videos
Oh,
saying?
okay.
when the
You know
abuse
what I'm
spirit
saying?
comes into the
Also,
studio, when the old man comes into the studio, and he be like, and they drop the beat, his like, yeah, nice, rapping, killing them all in the stuff like that.
also, shout out to our
Hmm.
cousin Toast. Shout out to our extended family, Javi Davien. You know what I'm saying?
Davian,
The whole family, they doing their thing too. That's, you know what I mean. Some people, I think you know what I mean. I
shout
want to
out
give a shout out.
to my next guest that's coming on the show in about 2 weeks. Hopefully, I can have him on there because, like I said, I want a hip hop summit. So, guys, you're invited back in 2 weeks. My other guest that'll be here in 2 weeks. Hopefully, if everything lines up, Tony G. Guess whose son that is?
Also, happy.
Hmm.
Hold on, happy birthday to our cousin TT. She was out at the spot last night. You know what I mean, getting lit with the cuz. So you know her birthday coming up. I think her birthday's tomorrow, ain't it?
Yeah. What's going
No,
on?
no, no. Her birthday's Monday. Her birthday's Monday. So yeah, she
Never.
came out last night. She was
Thought it was
getting
an
lit.
eight.
We had a good time and everything like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Shout out a cousin of ours that you don't know about. Shout out to the little big cuz Smile, my boy C Block Smiley, up in Boston doing this thing right now. We about to get him on. You know what I'm saying? I got something big for him. You know what I mean? I passed on something to the legendary
Here we
Jada
go.
Kiss,
What
and I got a
else,
response
guys?
back. So I'm feeling good about that.
Ah,
What happened?
guys, freaky just jumped in the chat. We got Lester on the track.
So yeah, shout out to my C Block
Shout out
Smiley and the whole
Fred.
crew up in Boston. So you know what I'm saying? It's about to be something, man. It's about to
Yeah,
be something. I'm
I'm
reaching out
telling
to a
you,
lot of people.
reach
So
out to
definitely,
him.
guys, I definitely gotta get up with you guys because if these moves is being made and things start to happen, I want to, you know what I mean? I want to pass on those blessings. You know what I'm saying? If I can put you on with
Appreciate
certain
it.
people, I want to put you on with certain people because this just came in my lap yesterday. Like I never thought I was going to get hit up by a legend like Jadakiss, and he was like, "Yo, that video you sent me, send me some more stuff." So I got to hit the
Hmm.
big cuz Smiley up real quick and let him know I need some more content to give to him. So you know what I mean? Because
Okay.
Jada posted on his Instagram that he's looking for people. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you find him on Instagram, send him whatever you got because
Listen,
Okay. I
brother.
wasn't sure how authentic that
yeah, it's
was.
official. Yeah, it's
Okay.
official. It's official. So
Listen. I need
Hmm.
more hip hop artists for the show. So you get all them people you just mentioned together. Tell them to hit me on
I
Facebook.
can't get
And
Jada.
hey,
I can't get Jada, but I'll get
I didn't
everybody I
ask.
can get.
I understand, Jada. Look, Jada Kiss, if you out there listening, I would love to have you on the 60 podcast when I have my hip hop summit because you are one of the
You know
goats
what I mean?
in the business, and I would love to have you help and nurture these future artists that I know, not that I feel, that I know are going to make an impact on the industry. And with you behind them, I guarantee they're going to bring in millions, not just millions of dollars. We talk about millions of people to see what life is really like. He doing features.
Facts.
Oh,
Yeah. She right. Yeah.
I'll send you the info, guys. She said she's going to send you the info. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He reached back. So I was cool. I was just happy to get a reach back. You know what I mean? I listened to Jadakiss all my life, so I was just happy to get a reach back.
Right.
But it was just cool that somebody that I've been rocking with for a minute, he got that look. So I'm like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get up with Smiley soon.
All right,
But
so look, I'm going to have to wrap things up, like I said, because it's a lot to go. I got a little bit to do and a little bit of time to do it. I got to go do something outside of here, and then I'll be right back in here because I'm going to be on Hard Act. I'm going to be on here with Hard Act to Follow Entertainment because, like I said,
all
we
right,
got a podcast to do. So I hope y'all tune into that. It'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. 8
Post
o'clock?
Okay.
post the link on your Facebook so I can share it.
definitely. And if ain't nobody doing nothing tonight, the big fight, the big return,
Who fighting?
John Bones Jones going
Uh,
for the
Yeah,
heavyweight
that's tonight.
title. That's tonight. John
Mm.
Bones Jones. So you know what
Heavyweight
it
now,
is.
right?
Also, shout out to the Man Boy Mafia because they watching right now, and I'm happy to know that they watching and supporting my brother. Like, and you know that's something I wanted to also extend to you, Dame, is that I got people watching you, and it's a lot. Also,
Like and
if
subscribe.
you
Like
ain't
and
watching,
subscribe.
it's going down. It's going down. The Man Boy Mafia, it's going down.
My man.
Also, if y'all ain't doing nothing tonight, anybody watching, if y'all ain't doing nothing tonight, Vera Nightclub, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, that's the spot. We get it cracking. The vibes is right. Stop through.
And if you mention 60 podcast, he'll take off 10%.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
I tried.
Don't believe the hype. Listen, we provide the vibes. We provide the vibes.
I tried. I had to try.
we provide the vibes. Y'all gotta provide the funds for those vibes.
You know
But we
what?
love to have y'all, man. It's a good time for everybody. It's a good time. Everybody comes out, has a good time. We got 5 DJs. So, you know, it is, you know, we got something for everybody. We got the restaurant, we got the outside deck, we got the upstairs nightclub. We got something for everybody. So if y'all not doing nothing tonight, Vera Nightclub, 21 and up, grown and sexy.
And again, I'm just going to say to everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the love that you're giving. Please go follow our boy Geist. When I say the brother got bars, 1, he got stories, 2, and he got that intuition that touches a primal part of your body where you want the things you want to say. He's definitely saying them. You know what I mean? Huh? Pause.
Pause.
Why would you? I'm old school. We don't do that pause shit.
I didn't even hear, I must have blanked out. I didn't even hear what he said.
I'm like, pause. I was like,
he gonna touch him.
It touches the private part of your body.
Wait, hold on, what you say?
I said it touches the private part of your spirit. Like, but I might have said body, but I was thinking spirit. The private part of your spirit. I'm telling you, get it. You know what I mean?
She said pause. All I heard was pause. I was like, wait, what happened? I was like, what I missed?
My brain was saying spirit, but I think I said body. That's probably why she said pause. Is that it? Is that what I said?
Oh, yeah, man. You got to clean that up.
Hold up.
You got to clean that up.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm jealous.
By the way, I don't know if y'all knew this was coming out tonight as well. It's the first time on Netflix. Chris Rock's new comedy special. They get ready to drop it. It's gonna be live. So you know what he about to talk about. So you know if you got Netflix, yo, you know it. You slap it around the world. So you know, and I just got something on my I just got a notification where they got. You know, they got a little inside track on it. So, yeah, he going in details with that. So, I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be watching John Bones make some history tonight, become the new heavyweight champion. Also, my girl, Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko, the greatest flyweight champion in UFC history. She about to do that, too. So, you know, we got a lot going on tonight.
There's a lot going on tonight. So,
yeah,
for me,
Valentina, the greatest. Yep.
For my guest, Geistwar.
Oh,
my co-host Tommy, my little bro Doc, and for me personally, Dame G. Thank you all for coming out.
Drunken Insanity Promotions, we out.
Gotta give a shout out to Russell Edwards, who was in the chat today for sending me this.
Definitely, he was dropping some gems. He definitely dropped this out on us. This is Hold up, before we go, I gotta be that dude and recognize the GOAT.
Oh
You
God.
know what I'm saying?
We got big.
Recognize the
Hey, guys, go.
open up a fresh pack and the
Oh,
GOAT's the
my
first thing to pop up.
Get him off the screen. Get him off the screen.
He said it's a whole nother
Yo.
hour of conversation.
Ain't no more
I had
good.
to do it. I had to do it. All right, y'all.